and
So-
crunch.
And so when I started co-writing Britney Spears' book, I said, hey, all this justice stuff we gotta leave out.
All of it.
Damn.
All of it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice.
Right.
Brought to you by Once Upon a D20 at Once Upon a D20's Patreon. Patreon.com/Once Upon a D20. Yeah, no, today we got started before 30 after. Yay.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, right?
Unheard of.
But
The moon is going to
when
collapse onto the earth.
do we have any announcements at the top of the show?
Brandon Sanderson, please sponsor us.
I mean, that's the end of the show.
Well, I mean,
It's
it can be
always. It's always.
it can be brought in at any time.
To be fair, that is always.
Just remember, Brandon, there are certain similarities between RJH's willingness to kill and your willingness to kill off characters.
There is.
I deny nothing. Really.
So please
Really-
sponsor us.
Indeed. So when last we left off, the group found their way back to Whitestone, got their gem charged up to hopefully go and fix a thing that had been wronged with Nock. Getting a very certain teleport back to Kamorta, which, by the way, this map brought to you by one of the wonderful creators on Incarnate. They don't pay me, I pay them, but it's worth the $25 a year, I swear to dog. Yeah, no, it's great. And if you pay that money, you can use it for commercial purposes. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Roll20 Pro is the best, honestly the best investment that I've made in my DMing. But with that, you got to Kamorta. You started poking around a little bit. Found out whereabouts there is a jail where they would have brought Nock to. In investigating the jail, Nyack tried to see if if any of these guys are dirty. Get some dirt on these guys and blackmail somebody. Oddly enough, in like 2 to 3 hours of just watching and taking notes and following this guy or that guy, these guys seem really, really oddly squeaky clean.
Which pisses me off. It means they're either.
Oh yeah, no, it's the worst. It's the worst when you can't just twist somebody's arm and say, "I know your dirty secrets." But
I know your nerdy secrets.
I know your nerdy secrets.
I know what you did last summer.
Sorry.
What you did last campaign.
Akira.
Speaking of last campaign, I wasn't here, so where was it after that whole time?
Probably at the camp.
Yeah,
camp.
when they got to Kamorta, they were talking about doing all sorts of dangerous things, and Kaylee was like, I'm kind of tapped for a lot of my higher level stuff today, and we need to find a place to camp. Hey Asher, come with me. We're gonna go find a place to camp and not be liabilities. Surprise!
You're alone with a short halt.
Oh well, technically, not alone. Ushered by Slayer, who also knows a certain number of his limitations with social encounters.
Sorry, I already broke.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah. Whoever's waiting for song references, take a drink.
Right.
Was there?
But Luca and Akira invisibly, Luca with a little bit of other illusion magic, going in, getting intelligence popping around, getting names, communicating names telepathically, and getting in first, having a chat with a lady who was brought in for for her own D&D, drunk and disorderly.
Ha!
Nailed it. I've been practicing that one all week.
Spice for dad jokes.
And
We do have a spice for dead jokes.
we do have a spice for dad joke.
3.3K.
I thought we did.
But finding out a little bit about a little bit, he pretending to be a lawyer. Luca got some info, and she went back to her cell. All of a sudden, as he's looking like he's walking away, turning on his heel and saying, "Oh, also I'm here for this other guy," and having a moment to sit and chat with him, get some intel from him, promise a pull from the deck of many things. Though not saying it in so many words initially. Promising a chance at getting out.
Fuck, we got hail hydration already.
Hello?
Hydration.
What?
Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
Sorry to
we can.
interrupt.
Yes.
Okay.
Radio.
Sorry, all my sound dropped out. That's why I disappeared for a second. Sorry about that.
Your video didn't. Though.
Well, no, his video totally did. I watched it drop.
Shh! Don't tell anyone.
I gotta put it back.
Damn it! I was
He's trying to tell. He's trying to say that
make him
we know what
shy.
you were doing. No.
Trying to make him shy.
Okay, but all this distraction to try and distract from the fact that when this man followed Luca's direction and asked to pull a card from the deck of many things,
I forgot.
all of a sudden that card flew out of Luca's pocket, turned into a specter of death, and the guard about to pull his sword, Luca jumps out of his chair, tumbles back, and says, "No, don't." Having somewhat a knowledge of what very well could happen if that guard tried to interact with this specter of death directly.
I wouldn't touch that.
With the
And
30-foot hole man
Instead, the man, still chained to the table, trying to pull away, got spectered right in the chest, ripping the soul out of him, and the soul and the death both merging together and fading away. That caused chaos in the guard station. All of a sudden, things going wild, and even rolling honestly garbage. Luca naturally just has a natural affinity for deceptions occasionally, and used his naturally cool head to just bippity boppity bamf the fuck out of there, mundanely. And Akira dancing out behind him, both of them just getting the hell out. Nyack walking in as if completely nonplussed by the whole situation of a bunch of chaos going on in there, tugs and becomes red suited, a very proper red suit of the Dwendalian Empire kind of garb, walking in, acting in some official capacity or another, very vague, trying to garner information, also rolling quite garbagely, but also having a certain baseline of deception,
You don't have to remind
and
me.
was able to extract at least some knowledge of
Quick
what was going
interruption for a shout out to Demon X Triple I. They just gave out 5 tier 1 subs.
Bro!
Yeah.
Bam!
And a +2 player
big.
buff.
That's big.
So
Ooh, hey, there's another plus player buff in the hopper.
yeah, so thank you.
Thank
very
you
much.
for
Awesome.
those subs, and
Yeah.
thank you for the player buff.
Yeah, and thank you directly from me for one of those subs.
Hey, that's how we go.
Hey, no more ads for you.
Yay!
I know that screen name.
Yeah, it was great. I gifted a sub, I think it was like last week or the week before, and it gave it to Fly Nerd Supreme.
Well, hey, I mean, it happens.
But not, the one he's actually using.
I recognize that screen name, and I play Risk of Rain with you all the time.
Oh,
That's great.
Okay.
I know it's you, Noah.
It's a Noah.
Noah is a
Indeed.
fucking fantastic person. I'm so glad that you're watching and that you're here. That's so cool.
Oh, there's Nina Hart, the support bunny.
Yeah.
Indeed. Hi, Nina. But
Is that Pris?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's our personal support bunny.
No. I mean, you didn't know we had one?
but Nyack,
Yeah.
Pulled together.
It's a
Nyack,
friend of mine.
Nyack being somewhat rebuffed by these Crown's Guard officers that are really trying to deal with something far worse than just a bureaucrat walking in and trying to harangue them about procedures that were followed properly. They were followed properly, and told him very politely to fuck off.
You could please.
Valineth, in the midst of all of this, flying overhead, what are you doing in the middle of all this?
Well, for the most part, my plan was to kind of be like, kind of flittering around, landing on like nearby little trees and vegetation and things to kind of get a perusing on the outside exterior to see if there was any like windows per se that I could have found my way in to, help extract an individual. But seeing as now that he's not even here,
Yeah. Well, yeah. You would have been able to, I cleverly changed your name to Vowel,
saw that.
but really you were a hawk. I didn't have a pun for that. But with your hawk form taking to a window that is relatively small for your hawk form, it would be a little tight to try and squeeze through, but there's a little bit of a lip there, a little place to land your talons at very least. And looking in, you can see the fire genasi standing there, kind of like hearing the commotion going on across the way. You can tell he's like looking like kind of chuckling at whatever the hell has got everybody so riled up. And he now being alone in there, after you would have seen the lady get scooped up and the last of her belongings taken from her cell and released. But yeah, does not seem like a knock.
Yeah. So after kind of like seeing that and kind of seeing all of everything else that's gone down, I'd be like, all right, well, I guess there's no real point in being here much longer. So if anything, venture out and any of those herbs and whatnot, if I had sighted any on my way here earlier, I'd like to make a stop by maybe and gather some stuff if I can.
Well, see, that's the wild thing about this place is the growth here is, it seems to be, especially for you, it seems to be almost artificial. This is up in a mountain area that is up and above a lot of growth lines, and on a volcano off to the north. So that is to say that if you are going to try and gather some things on your way north to find a very easy to see Goliath and folk, it will be an extremely difficult ask, but you could try for it. If there's something to find here, it would probably be very hardy and very good.
Yeah. I'll pass on that for now. I mean,
it's dice. What's the worst that can happen?
So many things. But you know what?
I don't know what, but I know his brother who.
Hey.
May is,
It's a dog.
Screw it. We'll give it a shot. What am I rolling?
Roll your alchemist supply. Or no, herbalism. Okay, whatever.
I was gonna say it's the same roll no matter
Roll
what.
the things.
Oh, it seems it has gone up a touch. How nice.
Yeah, we leveled it.
22.
Red, you're being called out by Nina.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's because I'm currently in their living room taking it over to stream. That's what they're saying there.
Dragon in it.
I wasn't sure if that was what it was, but yeah.
Yeah.
But flying around, you don't find anything like super herbaceous, but you do find several. There's several different different types of grapevines growing in this area, in these crops, and just going through, you're able to fly in, snag a little bunch, fly in, snag another little bunch, fly in, snag another little bunch, and just kind of grab a grip of very fine, very carefully tended wine grapes on your way back. And you notice that even contrary to a couple of days ago passing through this area, there's basically nobody in the fields. That being said,
little bird thief.
That being
Not scared of no scarecrows.
Nah.
That being said, Luca, as you disappear into the crowds, Nyack, you've never been here before, so you don't have a super high gauge on Kamorta's life, in the middle of the day. But Luca's been here for, he was here for a few hours before. And just a couple of days ago, the interior of town wasn't precisely bumping in the middle of the day, especially early-ish in the day, as we all are. And
birds aren't real, they're just druids stealing alchemical supplies.
Exactly.
Look how often our druid goes out to steal alchemical supplies. Damn.
It's true. But Luca, here now, it seems like a lot of people, some that you vaguely recognize from passing them working in the fields a few days ago, a lot of them are in slightly nicer clothes. A lot of them look like they've bought a few things recently. Like some of them perhaps are in brand new clothes. And it hits you like there are like street stands that weren't here before, of people popping up and making food and like little breakfast, pop-up breakfast bars. And it occurs to you just that moment of, oh yeah, a lot of these people were not particularly well off, perhaps until something happened. And echoes of knock seem to be echoing through this town.
Well, I mean, my main goal right now is going to be to get back together with the rest of the party wherever they may be. So wherever the wrong is, I'm kind of like I'm noticing things as I travel, but like I'm definitely going to go into a different form and move through this town. I'll be observing and taking note of new things like that, but for the most part, my primary concern is trying to get back to the rest of the party so I can tell them what the fuck went wrong. I mean, what went right. I mean, what happened.
Oh man.
Yes, I figured as much.
The deck of many things bit. That was just.
I wish that went further south.
I was hoping that it would be good, and it was really like narratively good. I did not expect that card though. I was hoping that it would be interesting and it would resolve the situation favorably, and it kind of did.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did.
I mean,
Nyack or Luca feels like shit about it, but
no loose.
Nyack, do you walk politely away? Do you fly away? What do you do?
I walk out, I pull out my notebook, I make some scribbles, like some very official scribbles. I turn around, I look at the building, some more scribbles, and then I'm just going to walk politely away, like nothing happened. And keeping my eye out for any kind of flowers or shrubs or anything that, like maybe that list I DM'd you.
Yeah, it's as previously mentioned, most things don't grow here. And you especially notice that like on just the other side of the block there is kind of a large water basin, kind of a like a reservoir, but it is definitely not natural. And there are some people who are in fact creating water into it to try and refresh it, to help. But for the most part, it is very much a this place is inhospitable. But for some reason, the grapes are growing.
I'm going to think to myself, it's that sulfur dioxide. If they take too much of that, it's going to be an issue. But then I'm going to keep walking. Because that actually is what plants absorb in volcanic regions. Sorry.
Yeah, oh, indeed. But there are reasons. I promise there are reasons.
Definitely reasons.
But
I will say when I get out of like the town proper, I'm going to flitter up to fly back to camp.
Yeah, heading out north, flying as soon as you kind of get a spot. You do notice a lone wanderer wandering up the road with a speed to his step. Getting out to the north side of town and away, there is kind of a little. It seems like almost its own like family farm shopping district of its own, like a family that their people have their own farrier, their own blacksmith, their own fruit stand to sell fruit that wasn't smashed into wine of some sort, but also being able to walk through this area and get to the other side. This being one of the entrances into the town. The Wagner, if I remember right. The Wagner, and he's going to actually use the real thing, he promises. There it is.
He promises holy.
Is it Wagner or Wagner?
This one is
That is a very good question.
Wagner and Volts.
Wagner and Volts.
So is it spelled Wagner and Waltz, Wagner and Bolts, or
Wagner and
Wagner and Waltz.
okay.
Wagner and Volts.
Wagner and Volts.
Wagner and Volts.
We're all gonna say it at least once.
Exactly.
Yes.
Littering and littering and
Littering and
Indeed.
the reefer.
But making his way through the Wagner and Volts family of businesses, getting to the far side. Luca, you being overtaken by a Nyack flying overhead, Nyack being able to see where Kaylee, Slayer, Asher, and now Akira, and very shortly thereafter,
cheating.
Valineth.
I will message back down from confirmed it was Rexington. He's going to face the Zelograts. In a very almost Zannian accent, but yeah. I'll just tell Luca that.
As y'all are approaching, you hear Kaylee playing a little bit of kind of this almost Eye of the Tiger motivational music for Slayer as Slayer's doing his exercise routine.
punching the stone wall currently instead of a meat slab.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There are well-worn craters about Slayer fist size in this rock face.
Do I show up in time to see Slayer doing this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to join in the training.
Punching the wall. Let's go.
No, I'll actually say instead of, I was like, now try that with a moving target.
Fair enough.
It will be canon that as the Slayer is over there shirtless, sweaty, and punching a wall, Asher is posted up against a tree playing a pan flute, just staring.
But what is he playing?
It would be up next to a wall, but yeah. Yeah, both of you to assume that there's a tree nearby, but a rock
leaning up against something nearby.
All right, leaning up against some hard surface besides myself. Sorry, that was too far.
Oh god.
That was a bridge too far.
Okay, no. Unfortunately, that is precisely that is precisely an inspiration to you, Bearded. Take it, enjoy it.
I got my inspiration back. Okay, no, I don't know if you heard me because Teddy asked what I was playing. I said Brick House, so that's just.
I did. That's why. That's exactly why.
I thought you said Brick House with the brick of death, and I was like, oh.
No.
When I think about you, I play my flute.
Oh god.
But there are besides Asher other tents pitched.
Haha.
Now while I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper, Jeremy.
It's gonna make you choke somehow.
Indeed.
We better stop.
Whoa, we better get back on the rails.
Let's get back to the actual game here.
So Akira shows up and will train with Slayer. Normal training, no double entendres, just sparring normally.
It is a very a very short time that you are without other people about, and Valineth, Nyack, and Luca appearing shortly after you get there. Valineth, with your as you appear or as you morph back, your mouth with a grapevine in it, and your two hands with a fair bunches of grapes.
That never tastes good.
It's a grapevine. I'm sure it tastes fine.
It tastes like riding a branch.
I was gonna say it tastes like a vine in Earth.
It tastes like a vine.
The vine's
Faintly
producing
with grape.
excess amount of tannin, so it would be bitter.
Marvin Gaye told me that it tasted good, but then again, he gets all his information through the grapevine, so it's like probably.
It's true. It's true.
Man, the only thing he ever said to me was, "What's going on?" I couldn't figure it out.
He just said hello to me once, and that was it.
It's very good.
That's Lionel Richie.
I know.
Yes, but if you're not wrong in the internet, you don't drive engagement.
No, Lionel Richie showed up and was like, "Is it me you're looking for?" Like, no, I was looking for Marvin Gaye. Like, just.
Wow.
I heard it through the grapevine. He was here, so.
But gathered back together.
We're on
some
one.
information.
We need a meet at the end.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We really do.
Just do a post game meet at the end.
And maybe so. Maybe. But
Landing down Luca.
Right now, it's sounding like a mid-game meet at the end.
indeed.
Yeah.
You all met. You have all met back at camp at very least.
At the pitch tents. Sorry.
A certain amount of information on your hands.
I've got grapes.
Luca.
Some of you with grapes on your hands.
Those are very nice grapes.
They actually are. So a few of them are slightly larger, green ones. Some of them are very tightly packed red ones. The ones that you caught in your beak actually are a kind of fluorescent blue.
Those look like blueberries.
A kind of translucent blue. That's odd, but lovely. It actually smells like very sweet.
What if they all
We have to figure out really what these things are, other than just grapes.
What if they all had the Wagner brand on them? Like it was just a little W with a circle, just like on each grape. It's like, man, they're high quality.
And then there was like a random brown one with an M on it.
In a minute.
I just gotta flip it over. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's brown grape. Those are good.
This is my life, you guys. This is my life now.
We're on one today. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. But
Luca.
It is.
Yes.
Like, do you though? Because like I'm probably just as baked as they was. Well, Beardy's probably not even baked. So.
No. Some of us are stone cold sober, and this is what we do.
Yeah, it's just me so
Totally
cold
fine.
over.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
Luca, I'm not questioning your methods, but how do you define the word subtle? And I mean this fully just messing with you. I'm just picking at you, but...
Well, let's just say that my plan had unintended consequences. That's what happens sometimes when you improvise.
Honestly, it kind of worked out because I was able to
I guess.
pull off some information as well.
Going
so
in
Luca
after
killed
that,
someone.
no, I did not.
I'm just messing with you. He let the person kill themselves. Anywho,
Sort of.
what were you
I
saying about
mean,
going in
sort
after?
of.
Wait, what? What the hell's happened in there?
What were you saying about going in after Luca?
In order to get one of the prisoners to talk to me, I made them an offer. They accepted that offer, and they drew a card from the deck, and they drew the skull card. That's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Damn deck.
So does
It could have
just
gone
like
much better.
does Slayer know what the skull card means?
You know, he might know better than Luca because of his fucking
Y'all actually did identify the deck once, and
right.
That does give you an accurate understanding of what each of the cards would.
Oh, it does.
mean.
Okay,
Yes.
I did not know that. Okay.
I will say that it does.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. So then, yeah, he knows what the okay. Well, that's very unfortunate for him. I mean, a deal's a deal, though. You didn't say you was guaranteed something good, did you? Like,
I told him it could go badly, and it really did.
Well, yeah, that's probably the worst it could have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing worse would be it on John.
Right, which has already
That
been
card's
pulled.
already gone.
Oh, is that why your friend is? Okay.
Yeah, that's why he's in the Feywild, and that's why we're trying to get him back.
As soon as Slayer starts addressing, as I was saying, as soon as our Slayer starts addressing and saying, "Hey, what the hell happened?" or whatever, that's the first time Asher has noticed other people have walked up. So essentially, at that point, that's when I look. I come into the conversation of he drew the death card or whatever, and like, whoa, I'm like, what happened? Like somebody died from a card? Why do you carry that thing around? It's a nuke waiting to happen.
What's a nuke?
Play when you're older. So
been around for a long time, and I've never heard of a nuke.
And I hear most of the information from the kobolds. So
Is that when you hit someone in the nose so hard they puke?
Nose puke.
Well, I don't know what you were able to figure out, Luca, but speaking to the warden, who was quite curt considering the situation. Well, no, he seemed like he didn't want to talk to me for some reason.
Is that like a curt?
And I was able to confirm that they are taking y'all's friend to meet with the Zelocrats, or the Thelocrats, as you may call it, which is not a good sign for him.
I heard they were taking him towards Rexington.
Yes, which the Thelocrats are based in Rexington.
Yeah,
is that right, Jeremy, or am I making an assumption?
I thought we confirmed that a while ago.
We have confirmed that, yeah. No.
Yeah.
The Thelocrats are in Rexington. No.
Well, the Thelocrats are definitely not someone you want to mess with, so if we're going to help him, we need to help him while they're still en route.
Yeah, definitely.
So time is of the essence.
I think if we want to continue our more subtle route, I may have an idea to isolate him from the gods with a little bit of a Zemnian accent, you see. What could go wrong with it?
Well, I mean, how many of us can fly and for how long?
Not I.
Well, I'm going to spread my wings a little bit. I'm good. I can do whatever needs be done.
Right. Okay. Valineth, you can make other people flying creatures, right? And like...
I can only do that for an hour.
For an hour?
Well,
and how long can you fly around for?
I can do that for 4 hours at a time, and I can do that twice a day.
Right, okay.
I can also... Well, hold on. I gotta double check something.
They're probably going to be transporting them in some sort of wagon. What if we like flew up to them, right? And Valineth, you had me in like your claws, and then we just swoop down and pick up the wagon. The lot of like a few of us is like flying creatures, and then just fly off with it.
While I
could
think
actually
that
polymorph 2 people at a time because I could upcast it as a 5th level spell and hit 2 people if
I can actually polymorph as well. So
hey,
that may be an option, but if we want to be a bit more subtle about it,
I mean, it's just a bunch of birds flying off with,
with a wagon.
With a
and
wagon.
After word gets out about what happened about Kamorta and people asking about knocking Kamorta, they're going to put 2 and 2 together when Knock all of a sudden disappears.
I mean, are they
with a
though?
bunch of giant
How much of a
people.
stick did y'all make?
I didn't ask about him at all. Not to the officials. I only asked the prisoners. One's
And
dead,
one of them
and the
died,
other's...
right?
Yeah, one's dead and the other is going about her life, hopefully, and is not likely to talk about it.
So there we go.
Did you break one out?
No, I bailed her out.
Oh yeah. You bailed her out in exchange for cooperation. Yeah, for information.
So you bailed somebody out. That means that they're probably really liking you right now. So they're probably not going to be...
They don't know what I look like. They don't know me. They know the persona that I use.
Yeah, so I mean,
you may
a bunch of birds flying in,
hanging with us.
Why do you think I'm in a different disguise? He's dropped the disguise at this point, but
he has. Okay.
I was in a different disguise when I walked into the city.
But anyway, I mean, disguises and all that aside, clearly they're not going to link us asking about for knock to knock randomly being carried off by a bunch of birds.
I think
stranger things have happened.
I think the officials at Rex and Trum could figure out that polymorph exists.
Oh, probably, maybe, but like by then
it'll
we'll
be
have flown away. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair, but it's still...
By then we'll be fighting a dragon, so like...
It is putting a lot of unnecessary risk on a lot of you, is what I'm saying.
I mean, everything comes with risk.
No one said that this would be easy.
There's no room for caution in a life well lived.
That's a terrifying statement.
But what I was saying is, I do think there's a way to minimize that risk. You ever heard of what's called an unnecessary risk, Brandon?
No, I think any risk involving your friends is a necessary risk.
I figured you would.
I don't necessarily disagree with the Slayer here. Doomslayer is right.
He does have a point.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is, if you were to measure the options, if there's one option that is demonstrably less risky than the other, why would you go with the more risky option?
I mean, how is it more risky? I mean, sounds like what you're saying might be just as risky. I mean,
just maybe
also
more steps.
I'm kind of the new guy here, so I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know anything about this guy. Like, are we like releasing a psycho killer, like somebody who's going to go across the land?
No. He's a terribly nice guy.
We were pretty sure we explained to Asher that he was our comrade, and just some things.
Well, no. Yeah, you explained that he was a friend or whatever, but like, I don't know if it's like one of those situations of like, hey, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole kind of thing. Like, I don't know if it's one of those.
No, he's genuinely a good person.
You guys
hard to
also
find in this world.
Y'all's kill characters, if we're being honest here. We don't know if we have accidentally allied ourselves with an entire group of psycho killers.
Oh, there's only one psycho killer in the group. Significant glance at Slayer and then a grin.
I was going to say, does everyone turn to Slayer at that point? Like...
I'm not. Well, I'm very dedicated.
Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Valineth just kind of like sits there. He doesn't stare anywhere per se because he's done some things at the seas, but
Akira just looks blankly to the sky, trying to figure out who the psycho is.
We've all killed people.
It was a joke. Love
Why
it
is
was a
everyone
joke.
looking at me? I don't.
Akira didn't even look at the Slayer. Akira was like, just.
You're not a psycho killer. It was a joke.
I mean, I kill people, but I mean, I feel like I'm pretty mentally stable.
Until you unequip your brain.
Oh, even
No,
then,
you're
he's
stable
pretty
then.
pretty stable.
No,
Yeah,
you're stable then.
pretty predictable.
Sense of
Rock bottom's pretty stable. I'm just saying.
Doomslayer, your strict sense of morals is actually one of the things I really, really like about you.
Thank you.
Well, and as far as like, obviously this is your friend and you guys have your you want to do your thing, and I like you want to free him and everything like that, but like
Well,
what I'm curious about is what did he do to get in there in the first place? I don't think you guys
I mean, I'm not necessarily keen on freeing him if he doesn't want to be freed, to be fair. I just want to make sure he doesn't die of old age in the next month.
It's more
he's got
important
a lot of life left to him.
It's more important he gets the cure than for us to break him out.
Yeah, he was pretty set. He was pretty set on facing.
Hold on. To be clear, he didn't do what he's being incarcerated for.
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't, but he did. Like in a roundabout way, the course of actions that he took in his life kind of led to the situation in which we found ourselves.
I'm fairly certain that a revenant of Asmodeus willingly gave up his pursuit, thus ending his own life, at which point the guards walked in and found him standing over the body. That's not his fault.
Well, he only became a revenant of Asmodeus because of the fact that Nox, conned him out of a bunch of money, which then led to his daughter dying of a horrible disease.
Well, that's all fire under the bridge. I think that he's moved on and become a better person and is making up for those mistakes.
Are they accusing this man of being allied with Asmodeus? Are they accusing him?
Yeah, probably. If they're taking him to the Thelocrats, that's probably exactly what they're accusing him of.
Yes.
So he's dead, is what you're saying.
He's actually a follower of Ioun, so like it's total misunderstanding.
This conversation is happening amongst you four, Akira slams their tail down on the table and just says, "Look, he's our friend. You can come with us if you want, or you can stand here and think about it. I'm going to make sure he's alive." And then they're just going to walk away.
Well, I'm going to make sure that he's cured at the very least.
I love it.
What I was going to say is they don't take too kindly to other gods, but they especially do not take kindly to
devil worship,
such as Asmodeus. So it might be in your best interest to remove him from that situation.
Well, he did sort of like make a promise to like free this guy from hell, so I'm not exactly sure what his plan is. But if I know Nock very well, they probably want to try to do that. And I mean, I don't know a lot of ways of getting to hell other than dying.
Usually you have to earn that kind of thing or have it thrust on you.
You're not wrong with that. I don't know how they're going to accomplish it. I think it might be best that we break them out so that they have time to look into better ways.
Is it possible
to do that
there at all?
Probably.
I mean, because if
you'd need a special
death needed, you would just need to be there while still alive, and you could get out while still alive.
Yeah, but you'd need like a special fork for that.
A special fork?
Tuning fork?
Yeah, tuning fork. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's actually
tuning fork. You mean this?
Well, no, there's a very specific.
Excuse me,
kind
what?
of tuning fork. Not just a musical one.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I thought you had a tuning fork attuned to the nine hells, because that would
I'm going to sit down and start tuning my dulcimer.
Yeah, that would be incredibly convenient if you just so happen to have one of those. No, I mean, we could maybe, if we freed Nock, they could maybe go searching for one of those things, at the very least. Alternatively, we could find some way to damn them to hell, and then, let them
with
die.
friends like this, why would he
But-
ever need enemies?
You know.
I mean, it's all to help him accomplish his goals. So
The damning part makes it a lot harder to free oneself from those grips.
yeah,
There's ways to get to hell that are along a good intentioned path.
I'm sure there are. I just don't know what they are. So most direct route.
I personally don't have that kind of magic. That's not exactly my ball of wax, but
Anybody else know anybody?
I don't know people who can, but it's
Bell?
actually Valineth. You
Above table, I know he knows. Above table, I know he does.
you actually
Wait, what? Do you know something I don't that I've forgotten
I
or
do
something?
know something you don't because you're not thinking about it right now.
Good possibility.
well, you've got
Is it this one or was it Shade?
No, it's this one.
you've got Zephyra written all over your clothing, not literally.
Yeah, who's the leader of Zephyra?
If you-
Yeah.
If you
Now the gears are turning, aren't they, Teddy?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I've just been like kind
if
of
you've not
watching the
checked in-
show, eating some chips.
Yeah,
you've not checked in with
story. Like I'm not here.
I'm just kind of watching. I'm just watching. I'm in the conversation, but I totally spaced.
yeah,
Sorry,
no,
Jeremy. I'm trying not to
you're okay.
everything have
No,
come
it's
from
okay.
Kaylee.
No, it's all right. Have you checked in with the voice in a while? You would know that to be the voice of the Tempest. You would have known the previous one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The previous voice of the Tempest, which at the time, if I remember, was, if I have my notes correct, was Corin for the Arashari.
Yes. Yeah.
And all that fun stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I could honestly say, since I've been back, probably not, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
First druid, man.
when you go heading back Whitestonely way, Zephyr is only a few days south of there. You might be able to find your way home if that's on your agenda.
It's been a mighty long time.
Agenda.
Very.
No,
long
you might
time.
like some of the changes.
Is that relevant to get into the hills?
I know that the voice herself has been to hell before.
Herself. Oh well, it has been quite some
yes.
time.
Yes, Keyleth.
See, now I'm trying to. Now I'm trying.
Even,
Yeah,
he
I
was
gonna
not
say,
even born.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
was
based
not
on
even
that
born.
time, I don't even think she was around at that point. So yeah,
You don't know Keyleth? Do you know Corin?
I do know Corin.
He has set himself off of responsibilities. Apparently he had a while under the mantle, and he passed it down to his daughter.
Well, isn't that nice?
Well, like 2 decades ago, but you ain't been back in 2 decades.
Oh, it's been, referring to notes, 60. It's been, say, I would say maybe about 65 or so years since I've been back. I was lost at the Astral Sea for quite some time.
Oh, okay. I knew you were traveling.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't even an egg then. My parents didn't even know each other then.
Yeah, you're older than me.
Akira's ears actually perk up at the mention of the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
Because that's where their sibling is from.
I mean, it has been, like, when you guys had met me and whatnot, I know Eredrin was on a bit about it for a bit, you know, wanting to know, asking information and stuff, where I had to constantly refer to Jeremy because I didn't know the info.
Of course I know about that. God help.
Help. I need answers, please.
No.
It's about his parents.
But yeah, so you do have, you know, prior knowledge, because I'm quite certain you were there at the time as well.
Okay.
That I did make mention that I was lost in the Astral Sea for quite some time and met with some Githyanki and yeah, all that fun stuff.
But yeah, you know, Corn gave up the mantle. Villia got back from her. She had tried to go on her Armente. Didn't work out so well. Might have lost a leg. But she's back. She made her way back. And two of them are enjoying some retirement. Being able to not have the weight of the world on their shoulders.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
But
well, I mean, I guess I'll have to stop by at some point. Maybe.
We'll go visit your family.
Yeah. Been a long time.
Especially since apparently they've been to hell. They might know something about that, or at the very least, we could send, you know, our friend Nock with you to your family.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
So,
but yeah,
do you know that he wants to go to hell, or like what's is that his plan?
I don't know that it's exactly his plan, but if I know Nock very well, I mean, the dude who died in my arms asked Nock to free him from hell if he wanted forgiveness.
Oh, so he's
Nock's the kind of guy. I mean, yeah, but Nock's kind of the person to take that to heart. And I mean, like I said, in my mind, in a very roundabout way, it kind of is Nock's fault. And Nock's trying to take responsibility for that, and I think that's very honorable, and I support them in that decision.
Again, with friends like this.
So
we're doing it in his best interests.
So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we at the very least cure them. If they want to be freed, we free them. If they don't want to be freed, we don't free them.
Which may mean, stealing the cart is one thing, but if he doesn't want to be freed, how do we get the cart back to him?
We leave the cart a short way. I mean, the guards are bound to chase it for a little bit, so we leave the cart a relative distance away, and then they find the cart, and Nock's still in it, and they're like, "What the hell happened?" And Nock will be like, "I don't know. These birds just dropped me after I yelled at them a bit." And I don't know. It's not a solid plan, all right? I'm not, you know,
But it is a plan.
It's got holes. It's got lots of holes.
A lot of the plan depends on what Nock wants to do.
Exactly. Like we just know that we want to cure Nock. All right? Like we support whatever they want to do from there.
Yeah, we're helping with step 1. Steps 2 and 3 are entirely up to him.
Yeah. So we do need a way to like get them away from the guard, cure him.
Actually, do we actually need to get him away from the guard to cure him?
I mean, we'd have to convince the guards to let us cast magic on him, otherwise.
Which is not easy to do, especially with
Not necessarily. I might know a thing that could help.
Well, you said that he was the whole curse and everything was about him being like you said he's like now old. He's been aged essentially. He's like
he's gonna die of old age in like the next month.
So
he's kind of a raisin.
Are we expecting a heavy security detail for this guy?
Likely, yes. But here's the thing: I've
super old.
I've discovered
he's really annoying.
Through studying magic, I have discovered a new spell that I think could be incredibly helpful to getting something like that cast without needing anyone's permission, without being seen.
Oh?
Yes.
Do tell.
Well, I've found a way to make an invisibility spell a lot harder to break.
What, so you can be invisible while you use the spell to cure him?
In theory.
Well, I mean, that would work. We just have someone run up while they're invisible and cast the thing to cure him. Ask him if he wants to be freed.
It doesn't have to be me. I can cast it on others, but...
Even better. So you cast it, well, I guess maybe on me, because then if I run up and I'll cure him and he wants to be freed, I could just bust a hole in the wagon, rip him out, and run off.
That requires him. Do we have anyone who can speak with him without having to use words? I know I
most of us at this point.
I mean that.
I have his message, which means I have to get within certain feet. So.
Well, I've got message as well, and I have sending, so I could just like contact him directly. But
you could do that now. Ask him if he wants to be freed right now before we even be like, "Hey, Knock, we've got." Be like, "Hey, Knock, we've got a gem that can cure you. We're gonna come cure you whether you want it or not, but we'd like to know if you'd like to be busted out as well."
You know what? Why don't we do that?
That sounds like a great idea. Ask him.
I am going to sit down and draft out the sending.
Shit, we just solved so much right here.
What the sending will say,
explaining so much easier.
What the sending will say is,
questions.
We have a cure. What was the guy's name? The guy who was the servant of Boxel that did this to him. What was his name again?
Frostbeard. Frostbeard Forsyth.
We have the cure for what Frostbeard did to you. Do you want us to break you out? We're coming to cure that, either way. Signed, Luca.
You had enough to put signed Luca on the end. I love it.
Well, actually, the signed Luca would get cut off, but yeah.
I don't even remember. I wasn't counting. I just love the fact that you signed ascending.
Because you don't necessarily know who it's from, but I think you'd figure it out.
You do actually. You know precisely who it's from.
Oh, okay, cool.
I thought it was just you recognize like their voice or something like that. Like,
via the magic. The magic tells you who it is from.
You've got mail.
It's exceedingly hard to like send to somebody and not
sending from Luca.
This one's from your mom. This one's from your mom.
This one's from your mom. Yep. Anyways, knock. You get the message.
Yep.
How do you reply if you reply?
Do I get to know what Knock is seeing currently? Am I in the back of a wagon? Is that what's going on?
Knock doesn't see any. Knock. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said Luca for some reason.
Knock is, like, Knock is in the back of essentially a stagecoach.
Yeah.
It is barred. It is locked. It is a nice shady spot actually. You have privacy, in fact.
Okay. Yeah. Do you need to speak aloud for sending, or is it just like
you do not actually?
Okay.
Unless you want to. Some people do it. Some people don't. It is it's an inside voice spell.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know if it was like you have to physically speak out
You
loud.
you can write it.
The real inside voice, the inside voice you can't get away from, the one inside your head.
Well, let me burn that spell slot real quick.
So yeah, after Nock receives that, he will respond. Basically, he takes a moment. He breathes a little bit of like a sigh, just like that voice from his very dear friend for the first time in a little bit that he's heard it. It's been
a couple days.
2 days. Yeah, like 2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
Has it been 3 days?
It's been like 3 days.
It's only been like 2-3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not very long.
Probably felt like a lot longer than that, considering.
Feels like weeks.
Gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been 2 months to go through 3 days.
Well, you know what? It's only been 3 days. It feels like a lifetime because he misses these people dearly.
And he's old, so
He's also old. He likes spending time with people. He just he musters up a response real quick, and he says,
"Brink time.
Hydration check.
Drink, yay!
Brink time. Or drink time.
Brink time. Yeah."
Hail hydration, bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Hail hydration.
Hey,
Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming.
Drink time.
It's not their turn with the brain cell. Anyway.
Yeah, he responds and he says, "I was only meant to be the distraction, to get you away from danger. But I suppose..." Sorry, let me reword this. I want to make sure I'm within 25 words. I was only meant to be the distraction.
you were at 18 after all you said.
If you insist, so that's 11. I suppose dying in captivity is not the best solution.
Gotcha. Cool.
I was trying my way to word that within 25 so I can get the whole idea across.
Or get me out.
On second thought, save me.
Or get me out.
I mean, you could even.
What have you got back? Yes, please get me out. This was a giant mistake.
Yes, perfect. That would be beautiful. Let's do it.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Luca kind of turns over to
oh God, what is taking you so long?
Luca turns over to Akira and Doomslayer, and he's full getting broken out. That's for damn sure.
May break out, it shall be.
Right, excellent. So then you make me invisible. I'll run up, bust him out of the wagon, and run off.
Maybe cure him before running off, because...
How about this? Wait. I go in invisible.
But can you carry the wagon?
I can pick the lock.
That seems smarter.
Are we still?
Would you lock this key?
Big reveal, Luca has proficiencies with thieves' tools and always has.
Another.
Oh yes, I would love that key. I think I could make good use of it if I don't have to unattune every other fucking item I have.
Just one
other item, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to unattune the Saturn.
I mean, I have a free attunement spot.
He's in like a bard kind of, like a cell kind of thing on the card. Yeah, so it's got bars to it. How far apart are these bars?
I mean, you could probably polymorph him out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if I could just, do like what we were planning on before. If you
could just turn him invisible.
Make me invisible as a bird or something to get in there, hit him with either the cure or a polymorph to get him out, and then we end up wherever we need to be.
And we can polymorph, get him out, and we can cure him. Yeah, polymorph, get him out, and we can cure him wherever. But the thing is, I guess if you polymorph him, he doesn't have to be invisible. I was going to say I would have the ability to make Nock invisible as well, and then we could both escape. But this works really well too, and it doesn't have to worry about the repercussions of potentially failing. But Luca is going to say, "Is it all right if I hold on to the key, though? I think I could put that to some use."
Due to the concentration, you would lose your invisibility if you make him invisible.
What is the name of that? The key of infiltration?
Infiltrator's key.
Infiltrator's
dormant.
Key. I will add that into my inventory.
It's dormant.
Gotcha.
If you make him invisible, you lose your invisibility.
Greater invisibility is not concentration, is it?
Oh,
it is concentration. Okay.
Oh, it is concentration. Oh, okay.
See, there is one thing we discovered about Pathfinder 2nd while playing in a game.
Yeah, that is actually so fucking cool.
We discovered that concentration requires you to burn an action, and you have 3 actions on your turn, so you can actually concentrate on 3 spells at once as long as you burn all 3 of your actions to continue them. It's so crazy. All right, so dormant key.
You just can't do anything else.
Equipment.
You can't move. You can't do nothing.
Right.
Here's another thought. We can just break the lock. I can shatter the lock.
Well, but that'd be obvious and loud. Yeah,
I think our best chance is to go with Valineth's plan. I think Valineth has the most likely to succeed.
Turn Valineth into an invisible hawk. Have Valineth fly into the cell. Polymorph Knock into a rat.
That's the beautiful thing, though. Doomslayer, he doesn't even have to be invisible. He's just a hawk.
Val, can you cast spells when you're hawking?
Wait, isn't he shackled with things that stop magic or something?
He's shackled with things that
stop him from changing shape. Do you think that would stop him from being susceptible to?
They don't stop him from changing shape. They morph to his shape.
It changes to his shape. So whatever size he's gonna be, he's still gonna be shackled. So my thought was as well, shape him into like a mouse or something. Yeah, he's still be shackled, but he's gonna be small. And then I can just
get out. Yeah.
I can just zip right back out. Granted,
just grab him in your beak.
Yeah, it's like granted during the moment that I'm there, I'm gonna have to pop out of my wild shape to cast a spell really quick. But then I can then.
So we do need to make him invisible in case the gods.
It would help for the entrance at least.
Understood. Then he will be invisible.
For getting back out of it shouldn't be a problem.
But we still have one more very big problem to solve in all of this planning.
What?
We don't actually know exactly where he is. We need to find him before we can enact this plan.
Kaylee,
are we capable of catching up to him?
Kaylee, can you scry?
Did that for you before?
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah,
I like the smile.
Could you maybe sort that out for us?
She pulls out her little very fancy mirror and just kind of twirls it in her hand for a second.
I was maybe just waiting for a nearby tree.
I was just waiting for y'all to get there. The problem with that, and she's looking around.
Oh right, you're tapped out, aren't you?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know if you know this about this place, but there's fuck all for trees around here.
Well, yeah, we'll have to go somewhere else to find a tree to leave from, but to find a tree to arrive at.
Yeah. Well, again, that both of those things are best done in very quick succession. So if we find a tree,
well, we don't want to pop right on top of them. It might be best if they have some time to travel, and we pick up the trail from there.
Isn't there a tree over by where Nock had hidden a thing by him as a child? Didn't we establish that canonically?
Right. That was by the reservoir.
Gotcha. I don't know if there's a size it needs to be the size of the tree needs to be, but I don't know what I didn't ever establish what kind of tree it was. I just said, hey, there's an old tree over here that was just, and I did not know that there would be no trees around.
Hey, Beardy, bet me whether or not you're going to roll higher or lower than me on a D100.
High or low.
Okay, I'm going to bet, you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to bet high.
All right.
You're going to roll higher than RJH?
It's possible. It's very possible.
It hasn't gone well in the past for anyone.
That's not true.
I was gonna say, I've done well once.
Wait a second.
Some okay results.
The first fate roll we had.
All right, roll better than 74.
Oh, great.
That's what I'm talking about.
90 something.
Hey, you know what? Jeremy wants to roll. Okay. Jeremy once rolled a 90 something, and then I rolled a 90 something higher. So it's
true. I rolled a 92, and you rolled like a 99. It was
okay,
awesome.
but we've got two people in this party who roll ridiculously well, and their names are Tim and Justice. Okay.
Hey, the one time I rolled well was the first time he introduced fate rolls in this campaign. He rolled like an 80 something. I rolled a 90 something.
That was legit.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
I roll
the,
average.
I haven't gotten to roll enough.
Yeah, that tree.
Aw, Teddy.
It's a good thing in a sense, though.
That tree is a good healthy tree, but its trunk is only the better part of like 3 feet wide.
Squeeze
I kind of
through.
like figured it might be small, and I was like, I remember I established this. I don't know if that was actually a thing.
Think small, squeeze through.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Magic don't think small.
Oh, damn it.
I'm not that good at it. I can't bend it to my will that way.
Oh, you're pretty damn good at it.
I just I qualified my fucking thank you.
Here's just a thought. Would an illusion make it seem bigger? It's intangible, but
you can make whatever you want to seem bigger. It doesn't make it so. And magic does care.
Yeah, don't want to be pinged around the universe and smushed into a little ball.
No, we're talking about walking through a tree, not me. Fucking A.
You caught it.
I'ma find your buddy. Give me a sec. And she actually out loud will do the sending glyph and be like, "Hey, Knock, make sure just clear your mind and don't fight me. I'm gonna try and find you, okay?"
He responds, "Is this Kaylee Shorthaul?" No, he just kind of like goes, all right.
While we're thinking about that, or while she's doing that, once he is polymorphed, I can turn him invisible so Luca can focus on the greater invisibility, and we can make sure Knock is not seen as just a flying rat as well.
I'm not worried about him being seen as a flying rat. What are they going to do?
Not much.
Shoot him?
Yeah,
unlikely.
So,
Very small target.
So, question here, primarily for the DM on this one. What if I was to take and polymorph Knock and put him in my backpack, and then not polymorph, but then wild shape? How does that?
Your equipment melds into you.
I know exactly.
I know. I get it.
That's an extra. That's an extra way to lock that bag fucking shut. That's for sure. It is a space, in another dimension.
So I'm just curious on if I'd be able to, put him in there to then wild shape and then, wild shape back, and he'd be okay on the other end. But I don't.
It is an extra dimensional space.
And I'm talking just.
It's an extra dimensional space. That is my answer.
We could test it.
He said it's an extra dimensional space. It doesn't mean it's good.
No, that would, at least the way I understand it, he would suffocate.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from as well.
Which is why I'm offering to invisible him so the guards don't try to shoot the flying shackled rat.
As y'all are continuing to debate, Kaylee pulls out the mirror, and you hear her kind of going through this 10-minute ritual of chanting, and after kind of near the end of each phrase, she does say the name Knock. Amongst the arcane words, and repeats and repeats and repeats, and her eyes glaze over, and the mirror glazes over in similar kind of bright blues, and she holds up the mirror, and it starts looking around, and while she's in it, Luca, I can't hear you right now. I'm paying attention to the thing. Can you tell Nock to duck as low as he can? I'm having a real hard time. Look, the sensor appeared inside of the little thing that he's in, and I can't move it around. He has to move. Tell him to just get low all the way to the floor.
At the window?
Stop.
For the wall.
Yes. I need to look out the window. All I can see is the wall.
Sean,
I love that the reaction was just stop.
No, you stop.
Right, I will use another sending to.
I am
that
absolutely proud of that. I will take my punishment. I'm just saying I will not apologize for it.
You knew what you were doing.
That's the terms and conditions.
Don't lie. You knew what you were doing.
That's what I'm saying. I knew what I was doing. I accept the consequences. I did that one open palmed on purpose.
Okay, so I'm burning the sending to tell him that, or to relay that to Nock.
Yeah, so of course Nock will comply.
And Nock, this is going to be another one of those things. Let's have who hasn't rolled in a while? Ro, you haven't rolled in a while. Bet me higher or lower on D100.
Lower. Y'all know me. Lower.
Come on now. Come on.
What is it? What do I have to beat?
That's a 20.
You have to beat a 20. Oh my gosh, Jeremy, give us a chance.
I have my finger on the die. All I ask is if you're going to roll higher or lower.
The dice mistress can
have faith in yourself.
Fucking rolls an 87.
So as
Damn
she's
you curse. Damn you curse.
The curse is
yeah,
curse
as
to roll
she's
poorly, not roll.
as she's watching,
low.
you're hearing her kind of over. Come on. I mean, he's got nice arse still, but I can only see kind of part way through the bars. It's still kind of rocky ground out there. It's not even much in the way of grass. Kind of like here. They're not that far. They're probably not out of the mountains yet.
Yeah, they can't have gone far. I did confirm.
Not fucking see.
Yesterday. Here's another offer for you guys. Do you want me to patrol and see if I can see the caravan while we're traveling in the general direction of Rexenford? I'm just trying to be useful.
I mean, I have no opinion. I'm not sure if that'll do for us.
And she just after a few minutes of trying, and honestly, there's a moment where she kind of clicks her tongue, just and then pulls out of it, just fuck me. Sorry, it popped the little sight ball right above him, inside of the. It has to appear where it can see him, and then because it can see him, because it's inside of the thing, it's up at the ceiling of the thing, and I can't force her to go moving anywhere.
Two things. Sorry, I stepped away for a bit, but I was watching the stream. One, you said he was in a shady spot.
That's because of the stagecoach he's in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
yeah.
second thing, was there a chamber pot in there?
There was not.
That's a weird question.
Okay.
A very strange one, but okay.
Can you tell him to get them to let him out to use the facilities?
Oh, fuck! You! And she full on like runs over and just like grabs up on your armor and like pulls herself up. Kaylee is very athletic.
Yeah.
She just grabs onto the front and just pull ups herself up and kisses you right on the chin, right at the bottom of the chin. You beautiful fucking man.
Thank you.
Akira just laughs at the whole thing. Akira just giggles at the entire affair. But at the same time, you also see Akira measuring their chain blade to Stormlight's hilt.
All right.
So while the brief moment she's there, Slayer will just kind of like kisses two of his fingers and then put them on her forehead.
See,
just like not sure how to respond to the kiss on his chin.
I'll nudge Asher with my wing and say, "See, to get that, all you have to do is take some initiative."
Indeed. And she full on just like
that's right, Nyack. To get that, all you have to do is roll well on initiative.
I mean,
that was low. That was a very low blow. Low all the way to the flow. Nailed it again.
Very low. Take inspiration. Okay.
It's low for a reason. Just like
low, like I was gonna say, just like Rhodes rolls on initiative.
Ooh.
Are you trying to get us the Thanksgiving sponsorship? Because I will take it.
You laughed.
But reaching out.
This is how you win day soup. Hashtag say soup.
Yeah, right. This is the beginning of the Sai-Stu arc.
Oh, man.
You've given Luca too much power, and now he's just going to become a monster.
I'm betraying this party as quick as I can.
The only thing that's betraying anyone is your initiative rolls.
I started saying,
hey, come on, bring it back.
All right.
Sai-Stu brought to you by Meet at the Inn on Fridays.
And like 70% of Eredrin's attack rolls. Eredrin was such a badass character, but the dice fucking hated him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Eredrin is such a... Okay, sorry, let's go.
Yeah. Bring it back.
So, as Kaylee kind of like, she picks back up the mirror and kind of like dusts it off and kind of like flips around almost like a blade. She draws the sending symbol again. Enoch, you think you could persuade them into a pisser break?
He says, all right, I suppose.
This sounds like a game of Simon Says at this point.
And Knock, in the middle of the clippity clops, rocking and rolling. What do?
Yeah, so as I kind of like lean forward to try and like get their attention, I say, "Excuse me, driver, just out of curiosity, have you ever changed an old man's tire?"
Make a persuasion roll flat because all of your rolls are at disadvantage, so the advantage is being canceled out by the disadvantage. Flat persuasion roll. Or deception. I think that this is probably deception.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
it's an honest question.
As he does, unless he does go use the facilities, So, sorry. Let me pull up.
He's such an awful scrying to pop
this
on.
This whole thing This whole thing is hilarious, by the way. Sean, that's Sean's comment. Akira is just watching it unfold, but this whole thing is hilarious.
So this is just a deception at straight roll, right?
Yeah, deception at straight roll to take away your disadvantage.
It's using that 19 intelligence that Slayer has.
No, it's a straight up solid plan. It's just hilarious how it's coming together.
So,
Bard.
There's that moment. There's that moment where you say that, and you can tell he understands exactly what you're insinuating, because hold on, bring it back. Oh, and you feel the cart start to slow down, and damn it, old man, with your old man bladder and fucking and he comes around.
They didn't pack any Depends.
He comes around and unlatches the door. That's seventh dimensional thinking, my guy. It really is. And Kaylee, like as soon as she got the sending back, she started her ritual again. And he unlocks the door and opens it up and reaches in and undoes the chain connecting you to the floor. And leading you out, you see several crossbows drawn, and
it's gonna be kind of like that scene from Young Guns where he's when he's sitting there like going out to the outhouse, and he'll kind of like walk around behind to make him think he's gone, then he'll come back around and go boo. Just kidding. It's basically as he sees the guns, he'll just be like, he's like, you think I'm gonna run on you, do you? Do you see what's at my feet?
Yeah, well, if you weren't pulling so much weird shit the last couple of days, we might trust you more.
And then like I'll look at him, I'll go, what do you mean? And then as I'm saying what do you mean, I mean a wave like across his face. It'll just be the dude's face that he's talking to. Like, just go across in like a wave and then go right back to my own.
That is what I'm fucking Go!
Yes, sir. I like that. I like all of that. I like all of that. Like all of that. Good job.
And he does lets you walk, and then also pulls around his crossbow cautiously, not having it trained on you like actually a couple of the other ones are, but just watching from a distance as you go to find some privacy. Right now, this roll right here is going to be determinant on whether or not there is in fact just a bunch of rocks, maybe a bush, or perhaps even a tree.
A nice mountainous, Douglas fir.
So this one we're going back. We're going back. Yeah, we're going back to Knock here. Knock.
Not a Joshua tree.
Higher. But my dad is actually from around Joshua Tree. Moving on. Knock. Higher or lower than me on a D100.
You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna say lower this time.
Lower than me too.
Are you kidding me? Why? Knock, please use some of your fey luck on this.
You can do it, Knock. You can roll really
well.
No,
92.
That's a 92.
It's 60 higher than what you wanted.
You go. You go over and find
That's okay though. That's good. That means you're closer to us than further away. All right, it's not gonna be long for us to catch up. We'll be all right.
And you go and find some rock to part your eyes from or their eyes from your ass, And whether or not your old man constitution requires you to do so, you get to it. And meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile,
Kaylee focusing in.
What do you mean?
Kaylee focusing in.
Everybody's staring at Kaylee.
It's rocks.
Indeed. Kaylee focuses in again and is able to catch view right away. See, even as an old man, it's just perfect. No, all right. Let's see here, and she just starts looking around, like she's looking through like a 360 camera with a phone, basically, just kind of like looking around. No.
Oh, no.
Oh fuck! That's Mentiri. That's right there. That's just another side of it. I don't know their I don't know their running schedule, but they haven't gotten too terribly far away. It's I mean, we've got to move. We have to break down camp. Fuck, there is nothing in this fucking barren fucking scape.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is she out of the scrying yet, or?
No, she's still looking around.
Yeah, all right.
Barren fucking scape. Y'all start taking down camp, will ya? I got just and you could tell she's like leaning a little bit, just kind of. Let's go a little bit more to see here.
So
Akira will start striking the camp now.
Where did we leave form and function in the cart?
Back in upper two.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So random thought here as well for an idea of possibly getting Knock out of this a little bit easier. So now with the knowledge of that, they actually will let him out for a bathroom breaks and whatnot. Yes, they are, all crossbows and for guard and all that. But if we could facilitate that same thing again further down the road, and to get him out and unchained out of the cart, it'll make it a lot easier to get away with them at that point.
True.
I know they're going to be on guard in a sense because, now the prisoner's out of the cart, but there's not going to be anything chained up, no bars, nothing to have to deal with, just bounce.
Which is perfect time for a distraction, maybe.
Which is the perfect time for whatever the fastest flying creature you can turn into to swoop down and pick him up and fly off.
Exactly.
This is zero suspicion.
He's not
zero suspicion.
Because I'll be invisible.
Because A, you're invisible, and if
you're not gonna believe what happened.
He just took off at the speed of light, man. We let him out to use the bathroom. We heard some groaning, some noises, and dude, he took off like a rocket.
You have to stand
the thing is,
front of the other people so
the thing is,
get smashed.
Yeah. You don't even have to be invisible, though. Like, literally, if you just turn into, like, a giant fucking bird, like a Quetzalcoatl or whatever, and, like, freaking scoop his ass up and fly off.
Turn into a rock.
Like,
oh, man.
Like, literally.
Rock CR11, and...
Yeah, no.
I'm aware. It's a
you can never become a rock. Never!
Isn't it equal to your level, though?
No, it's equal to for him 1/3 or one.
But polymorph.
I think it's
polymorph, right?
Maybe. Polymorph is equal to level, isn't
it? Maybe.
Oh yeah, you might be able to actually transform
the smirk on his face.
Because I'm level 11.
Funny.
You can turn me into a rock.
That's not a boulder. That's a rock.
It's a rock.
Meanwhile, leaning up against that rock over there, Asher's like, "Don't worry, Slayer, you already turned me into a rock."
But yeah, I mean, I could easily, be like what you were saying, be a Quetzalcoatl
real talk.
and just zip and just be gone.
Come on, why? It's just a giant fucking bird scooping up free food, right? Like,
I mean, I could also be a giant swan.
Contextually, contextually, they would have no context for it. Right, the guards have no reason to suspect that you might be, like, busted out by a in that form,
Right.
Like, they're expecting someone to break you out, but they're not expecting you to just be scooped up by a fucking giant bird.
Jeremy, I need the wild shape of a giant peregrine falcon.
Monstrosity. Oh, a rock is a monstrosity, huh?
That'll kill him.
No, I'm not gonna try and hit him that hard.
It's called a giant eagle.
Oh, same thing? Okay.
No, good enough.
So
good
I
enough.
just love the imagery of not on the side of the road, like several guards with their bows trained on him, like waiting. He's just sitting there taking a leak, and then out of nowhere, just this comes in.
Yeah, just like,
and you go up with them, and they're just like, "What do I
do?" There's no contingency for that.
No,
that's not.
And you know what's great too? And you know what's great is that by the graces of what Jeremy has given to me,
if someone hasted him too,
oh my god, 160, just normal move speed,
just whoosh.
Yeah,
every single time, I will never get tired of that.
Oh god!
All right. Well, so yeah, bad news is no fucking trees, But
I think we've got a great plan.
Yeah, you might actually have a great plan. Problem is, also, might have to buy some horses if you're going to keep up with some fucking horses. They've got a whole ass stagecoach full of. They've got 6 guys.
Horses.
Yeah, they've got two stationed on the back, and a couple stationed kind of on top in the they've got like top watch, couple stationed up, and then one driver. Don't know exactly how threatening that driver is, but
I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not really a fan of Crown's Guard anyway, and there's only 6 of them. Just.
Oh, six guardy ones, and a driver one.
And so I mean, we might need whatever special key that they have to get him out of the special bindings. So you're saying we kill him anyway? I mean, kinda, yeah.
So if anything, I was gonna say, if anything, I can get a hold of him, get him out of there, and then circle round, drop him off, somewhere safe. Maybe I'll stay and hang with him, while you all just take care of the car.
Well, if you take the gem with you, you can get him out of there, cure him, so he can start running, and then you could rejoin the fight as well.
Very true. I could even bring him back to the fight.
So is this
if he wants to come?
So
I'm just listing all of our options.
You guys are trying to make me play 2 characters in combat, aren't you?
It's not a bad thing. You get to focus. You get to focus on things now.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, that's 2 initiatives, and you get double the action economy, dude.
You know what? That's true. I can flank someone by myself. I'll be
Hey.
And you could still play 2 green guys if you wanted.
Yeah,
you could.
He just mirrors himself, mirrors Asher.
Just mirrors Asher. Yeah. Anyway,
don't come after my echo.
Real talk, y'all.
You guys all know my echo was a good thing for this.
No, it was. Yeah. Real talk though. Yeah, I'm just listing all of our options. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of Crown's Guard, so I'm not opposed to us just running up, smashing the Crown's Guard, getting our friend back,
You want
and curing him.
Get where you're coming from.
Kill them,
Crown's Guard
Asher,
is just
not
annoying,
what you're thinking.
honestly.
He said smash.
I know what I said. You know what I meant.
Asher, this is not the kind of initiative I meant for you to take.
It's not the time, friend.
New guy strikes again.
Yeah.
New guy.
Does that add to his tab? Does that comment add to his
Sexy
tab?
Asher.
No, it doesn't. No.
Stupid sexy Asher.
What was it?
That again.
I love it. I love this new
Akira just says nothing. Move on.
Anyway, so our options are kill the Crown's God and free knock. Turn. Yeah, smash and grab. Turn Veleneth into an invisible flying giant bird and have him scoop up knock.
That's probably the
Have
best.
him.
Valineth
Have him
turns
be
into a giant
invisible.
bird and scoops him up.
Or distraction.
And that's it. I
Still
think
throw
that's
that
it.
option in there.
Oh yeah. The distraction.
You just keep imagining Stock being carried away by a giant ass bird.
Dude, it's so hilarious, and it's
How
just
do you plan
like
for that?
you don't. You fucking don't. Like, they might take a couple shots at you. You might get some crossbows.
But you know what's
But,
great
like,
is because I was
just
trying to say
burn your-
earlier, by the power that Jeremy has and whatnot, when we had leveled up with the feat that he gave me, I now have a 20 in my AC.
Oh wow.
Yeah. See? So fucking there you go,
So
man.
it's gonna be kind of hard to hit me in general.
Yeah.
Well, what's
so
the
like,
bird's AC? Don't you take on the bird's AC?
well,
No, 'cause
you
we-
get the
no,
bird's
no,
dexterity.
no.
Oh, the armor. Yeah, the
I'll
armor.
Your
say
physical stats, though.
you're not going to be a bird in medium armor. Even Aarakocra have a limit on armor with their fly speeds.
Yeah, heavy and everything is pretty much out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to
Actually,
absorb.
over light, if I'm not mistaken.
You'd
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean-
absorb the armor in that.
I mean, but
scenario.
at worst, what's one or two crossbow bolts in the escape overall? We'll be able to heal you right up from whatever little damage that'll be.
Mm-hmm. I
And the question is, would they even shoot at you, or would they shoot at the wrinkly old man?
I mean, they won't even see.
Who
me,
knows?
so-
Who knows?
I mean, who knows? Honestly, they might shoot at the wrinkly old man. They might shoot at you. They might just shoot in general wildly, like "What the fuck," without aiming. Who knows? But doubtful.
But point of other order. Jeremy remembers, and Kaylee will point out.
Mm-hmm.
Point of order. It is a little touch later in the day, and
Yeah, we need
Well-
to get horses before places close, and then
unless we want to be horse thieves, we might want
not
to.
put 'em up
I
back.
mean, it's
Oh, it's not really on my list of things to do today either. I prefer not to get pinched, especially for dumb shit. So
faster next year if you did it that way. Honestly, hey, you know what? If we want to go get some horses, literally, I could just talk to some people. Like, I don't know people. I'm saying I could just talk to them, and they'll just give us horses. I've done like a lot, honestly.
wait, people just give you a horse?
I'm very persuasive.
That sounds like a lot of risk when I definitely have enough money to just buy horses.
Oh, so now risk is an issue.
Or.
Now the risk is an issue, Slayer. Really?
Because it's a hindrance. It's a risk of slowing us down, right, in saving our friend.
Not
Like,
a risk
it
of
Not
seems
being
like that
able to
could go
go
bad.
anywhere in the Dwendalian
Look,
Empire
I'm just
without
saying-
guards coming after you. Is
I'm
it?
not convinced of his persuasive ability because when we met him, he was getting yelled at by a man for sleeping with his wife. So, I feel like if he was that good at...
Yeah, that happened, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
Would you
Well,
Should we
prefer
talk
that?
about this?
Would you
Well-
prefer that I try to be the persuasive one?
I mean, yeah, I'm more comfortable with that.
How about we just?
don't
I mean, we
Sure.
can all be the
Reasonable.
persuasive ones.
It's hard to say. Like,
Yeah, fair. I mean,
Or
I
we
could
could
be
just have
persuasive
Valineth
too.
go grab him.
that's and I mean that's the other thing I was going to point out is getting kind of late in the day today. They might be slowing down for the day. I don't know.
Why don't we wait until they rest for the night? There's not a town that they're going to be stopping at, right?
There's not a lot between here and Rexentrum, that's for fucking sure.
I mean, either way, we're gonna need horses.
Their horses are going to have to stop and rest too.
Yeah,
you can't just work them to death.
Or
yes.
Well, I mean, instead of trying to just ride horses there like usual, we could, as we've all stated many times, we all have access to, well, at least a few of us have access to polymorph, or myself can shapeshift. Why don't we just fly a certain amount of distance, get a good amount of distance ahead? Could probably make a little bit better time than traveling on foot or even by horse.
I like that idea.
Because Kaylee, did you say they were on the other side of the volcano?
It's a different angle than, and she gestures vaguely towards the volcano. It's a different angle, and I'm gonna see if Kaylee can do some non-proficient calculus.
When you're so white that you disappear into the green screen.
Well done.
Because it's fading because of your distance, that's all.
I'll also
it's a different angle. At least, like it was definitely like
primary.
You kind of see the edge of that part. Not sure exactly how far away.
Gotcha.
All right.
Once we get there, we also have another option. I could just approach invisible and cast a dimension door spell and teleport us away from the camp.
That is fair too.
I'm looking at my spell list. I don't remember selecting dimension door, but I have it.
Hey, it's fun. Yeah. Dimension door is such a fun spell.
Yeah, I don't remember selecting that spell. I'm gonna go make sure that I don't have too many spells right now because that's concerning me.
D&D Beyond won't let you get too many spells. It cuts you off.
Well, sometimes bard shit gets a little fucky, but
that is fair. You guys break down camp.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to go ahead and start scouting and see if I can figure out a general location.
Yeah, Akira has picked up camp, so pretty much if it's your own personal belonging, it should be in your possession. But if it was just a basic camp, Akira has been spending this whole time disassembling the camp.
How
I'm
long?
flying off to start scouting.
How long will it take to attune the key?
About an hour.
About an hour. I am going to, in this case, unattune the. I think I'm going to unattune the ring of mind shielding for now. I'll unattune this a turn for the moment and attune the infiltrator's key.
Any chance that while we were at camp deliberating this plan and whatnot, we could have had a short rest?
Yes, this could be considered a short rest.
Let's go. Get that wild shape charge back. That's like the one thing I keep up on my short rests.
I am admittedly pretty quick on my feet for a wee one, but I definitely wouldn't be able to. I definitely wouldn't be able to keep up if you are just planning on running. Spell wise, I mean, polymorph can only make his things for like an hour, and it's only like one person at a time. Whoever has it, I know I've got a handy. You got a handy?
Can't. So I'm curious. I gotta look at it.
Oh, that's like two of us.
I don't think Asher can do it too, so that's three of us.
Wait, Asher, you can do it?
Do what?
Polymorph?
Can you polymorph people?
Yes.
Can you polymorph two people? He says with meta knowledge, trying to.
Yeah.
So like you can split the spell.
Yeah, I can actually do like if I'm willing to exert enough energy, I can do more.
All right. Okay.
Am I able to? Like, wait, is that how it works? Am I able to?
Actually,
you can twin spell. If you have twin spell, you can twin spell a Paw North.
Asher, you can do that.
Like, can I do more
You've
than
seen him do it with haste.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him do it
twin
with
spell only
you
works.
can't stack twin spell.
Yeah, twin spell only works one time.
Yeah, no. So I'm just like, yeah, I can. If I concentrate hard enough on certain spells, actually most spells, I can just kind of like if I can do one person, I can target a second person as well, that kind of thing.
That's really impressive, Asher. I didn't know you were that accomplished of a magician.
And the other part is they do have a significant number of hours on us if they started yesterday.
Yeah.
They started yesterday, and then they got through most of today. They're still moving.
But they're traveling through the mountains, which is hard to do with horses and a stagecoach, and we'd be flying in a straight line.
There's a reason they say as the crow flies.
So I mean,
Maybe
I feel like we'll make good time as long as we can spot them from the air.
Which I've already left to spot them.
Yeah, you're already ahead. Everybody's talking about moving, and you just move.
Yeah.
I mean, I can cast polymorph 5 times with the allotted spell slots I have, and then I have my own, wild shape that I have for 4 hours that I can fly along with. So.
You may, but you.
And if we have to book
you can only stay in your. You can't cast again while you're still in your wild shape form, and so you'd have to come out. You'd have to come out of it once every hour, and then you have to rest for an hour, and then
I just let people ride.
You know what I mean?
For a little bit. I know I can carry at least a.
Fair enough. Oh, right. The fuck am I on about?
We could potentially cycle this in a way that whoever is currently polymorphed can carry everyone.
I mean, with me being in my wild shape, I could easily carry.
All right, let's fucking go. This is.
And if we take and we keep having Slayer, if we have Slayer as the polymorphed one, then he can carry the others, and then the others that can still cast the polymorph can keep polymorphing him every hour as necessary until I have to break form at 4 hours.
See, yeah, like I said, you're way smarter than me about all this. That's fine. That's perfect. 10 out of 10.
I have another thing that might be able to help.
Excellent.
Some of us may be able to use a bull strength spell in order to allow whoever is carrying people to carry twice as much.
I actually have access to that myself.
Oh.
Well, but you'd have to be concentrating on polymorph.
That's why I'd have somebody else do the polymorph.
Why don't you let me handle the bull strength?
Okay.
My one of my many gifts from Cord is that I tend to be able to cast certain spells more frequently, and that just happens to be one of them.
Oh, because you get those pack spells back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. I have second level packed slots.
Nice.
All right. Well,
the bread and butter packed slots.
For the first bit, Val, if you want to concentrate on Slayer being big and birdy, and then Luca, you can concentrate on keeping Slayer burly birdie. I'll ride on him. You can ride on him. Akira could ride on him, and that would mean just for now, Asher, you could just concentrate on you.
Oh, you could ride on.
I mean, since 2 people. Well, I'm not here. Never mind.
Or you could ride on Val, and Luca could ride on Val.
Right, you can ride on Val. See, like I said, so smart, you.
Yeah, conserve, our spell energy.
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Nyak's already fucking fast as fuck. Let's. I guess we can go.
All right. Make me a bird.
Make me a bird.
Alrighty then. I've never had anybody ask for it like that, but why not? And polymorph.
Use your magic words, magic man.
And now he's a giant eagle.
And, now he's a giant Kennedy.
Slayer getting giant eagled, and then Luca giving him bull's strength, so he's just the thickest chicken.
Well,
of an eagle.
How many people could you actually carry? Like, could you probably carry all of us right now?
What does bull strength do?
It doubles your carry. Like how much you can lift and.
Well, okay, so
I have to look at
giant eagle.
Yeah, so you could actually get Akira and Valineth in your claws, and then like Luca and Asher holding onto your back, and Kaylee's weak. Kaylee's little.
Yeah. They just like sit on top of his gripping talon, just kind of holding onto the leg, you know.
A giant eagle's strength is 16, so 16 times
large.
30.
16
right.
times large?
Right, 16 times 30 first. Well, I guess you could just do 16 times 60 if you wanted.
Aye.
And then
That's
doubled
bunch,
again.
Right?
And then doubled again, so you could do 16 times 120. I don't have a calculator.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
You can carry 1,920 pounds.
Yeah.
You can carry 1,920.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might be pushing it, but it's conservation.
Almost 2,000 pounds. Yeah.
I don't think the rest of the party weighs 2K.
No, I was gonna say that's why I specified
party plus gear.
Slayer.
The party plus gear.
Party plus gear. Might fill up an elevator. Might. Anyway.
Which elevators only take.
Well, yeah,
I know. That's
Slayer,
what I'm saying.
but I still. The way polymorph works is I become a giant eagle.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you were not the polymorph one, you would add 700 pounds to.
Yeah,
funny.
You're the heaviest one, so you've taken off a lot of weight off of it just by being
That's
the
fair.
elevator.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That was the main reason I made you.
Yeah, I weigh
be the one.
710 pounds.
Packing up on the Slayer Vader.
Well, I know I weigh less now that I'm shorter. So.
Oh my!
Just a little.
No,
actually, yes.
No. He's just more dense. He's more.
Yeah, so I weigh the same. So fatter as I got shorter, like what?
No, just thicker muscles,
more tone.
Oh, you became short round
with wild magic.
Hey.
So you eventually become like a neutron star, basically.
Basically, yeah. There's a whole Schwarzschild radius thing that'll happen if you shorten too many times.
We're eating into our timer here.
Oh my god!
I know. That's what I was trying to get around to.
He has an hour for us right now. We gotta keep moving. We can keep going.
Yes, we got hours.
See, he agrees.
Yeah, he's in character right now.
You away.
So I'm not polymorphing anybody, is what you said? Like I don't need to?
Yeah, not right now. Not right now.
No.
Okay.
You're just on the back of this giant eagle.
Yeah, we're
You'll
all just gonna
polymorph him when he suddenly turns to Slayer and y'all are plummeting to the earth.
Yeah. Once I turn back to Slayer, then you need to polymorph me again. Kidding.
Is it now? Is now the time? Yes, now's the time.
And just for the record, I have not prepared Featherfall, so I cannot help y'all if y'all start plummeting.
Fun fact: I have Featherfall. We're fine.
I can just turn myself into a bird and say, screw you.
Fun fact, I'm paying attention to the time, so I'll just cast it before it ends.
Hi, Kyrie.
Exactly. There we go. Now I've
It
moved.
is my spell. I would imagine I have a feeling of, roughly when it's going to expire. Not just one of those things that, you cast it and then you don't know when it ends, especially if it's something you concentrate on. You
do have a concept of it. So I had already pushed things forward to the next day on my little calendar here. But
don't forget, everyone, you have 13 temporary HP.
Oh yeah, because you bumped up a touch.
Yeah.
Whoever is riding with Asher, like I mean, we're all riding. Are we all riding on Slayer? Is that what it is?
Everybody's riding
on Slayer.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were if some of us, if Nyack was just gonna fly himself and all that,
No, it made better sense in a sense for him to just. Well, yeah, you are flying yourself, but it just made better sense to have less birds, especially with one being a giant eagle, because I don't ever really see them flying in little packs.
It's gonna be canon that Asher's gonna be sitting there, just like, I can show you the world.
Also, I have a question. DMCA first of all, but also I have a question. Can I use like the idea of how geese fly in the V to conserve like air energy?
What is Nyack's speed?
30 feet. Which is why I was asking you.
You're falling behind.
Well,
yeah, you
may
went
I,
to.
may I ask my question?
Yeah.
Can I use
I have a question.
the idea like where like you know how like geese get in the V, so they get in the draft of it so that they can follow along without having the air resistance. Can I use that to keep up? Or do I have to land
well,
to catch up to-
first, because Slayer is carrying an excessive amount of weight, even bull strength. With bull strength, it's at advantage. Make an athletics check.
Me?
for Slayer?
Yes, for Flying Bird Slayer.
Flying birds are. They
Also,
do have
I'll add-
athletics. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check it.
I wouldn't push it past because I'm only like 150 pounds with my equipment, so
Just 29 still.
Wait, why does your giant eagle have 11 athletics?
I don't know.
Did you add it as a wild shape?
I did.
Okay, yeah, no, it's not a wild shape.
Okay.
It would just be the giant eagle's strength, probably.
What should I have added it as then?
As
look at the
summoned or something not wild shape, because
Summoned,
wild shape keeps proficiencies.
Gotcha.
yeah, you'd add it like an extra in the extra category, right?
But
Yeah,
that's
well, I
still a
did.
natural eight. That's still a natural 18. And he said their strength is +3. That's
Plus
minimum
3.
21. So that's pretty good. So you are able to go your full speed ahead, big flaps, and Nyack, Nyack, you hear these very large. And
Can I just try to grab Nyack on my way by?
turning your head around. Right now, you've got a Valineth in one claw, an Asher in the other, and
I thought they'd be
Akira
on
and
my
Luca
back.
on your back. Akira and Luca on your back. And Kaylee literally riding like straddling your head, straddling your head and pretending to be on top of the world.
Yeah.
Just catch up with us later.
You're loaded for bear. So Nyack, as you see them coming up, you turn your head all the way around because you're an owl man.
Yes, my head just does a 180 while I'm going forward for a second.
Can I screech at Valineth? Does he understand me?
Does he understand eagle?
Does Valineth understand eagle?
Probably not.
Wait, you're talking me or you're talking about Nyack?
Do you have speak with animals?
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't speak. I can't speak Orin, but I understand Orin.
But Nyack, you have that thought in your head of trying to draft with him. That will be athletics on your part. You don't have to match his 21, but you've gotta do some stuff.
Can I do some flips to turn it into acrobatics?
It is not an acrobatic thing. It is very much
worth a shot.
Okay, so would I have them in my talons though if we all took off together? Could I argue that they are holding onto my legs themselves and I have my talons free?
I do not want to be grabbed by you.
Anybody
honestly.
got rope?
I will land on you if I have to.
Anybody got rope?
Pretty sure.
Are you going to try and lasso Nyack in midair?
We could create harnesses for people to.
Are you?
So Asher just goes like, okay.
You're already pushing weight limits.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Nyack. Do your thing. Do your.
Okay. I tried. It's okay. If all else fails, I can literally just wild shape myself while keeping focus on the polymorph. So.
Okay. See, 17 athletics. As you are flying along, you see him coming up, and you just kind of like glide yourself up in this kind of intercept course, and now with an even bigger draft, because he's loaded. He's got a lot of extra air displacement that he's giving. you get up into this draft, and like it's hard to keep with.
Excuse me.
Because like partially it's dragging you along, but like that itself kind of makes it a little bit unstable, and it takes a second to really get into the flow of it. But here for the first hour of travel, it is definitely working.
Awesome.
And then
Good roll, by the way.
Because Valineth's keeping track. I get hit again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I'm assuming at that same time, I think Luca would, because the enhance ability will last for an hour too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I can continue casting it. Am I able to take a short rest while we fly?
Here, I would not say that it is restful to be holding on to a speeding bird.
I agree.
Flying at 160.
Flying at 160 feet.
I can maintain this for 2 hours before I run out of packed slots, and then I have 3 more slots after that. So
it's true.
So we have the same as the amount of polymorph.
Val, before you go, well, like when you look like you're about to start casting it again, Kayla will be like, "Here, let me take shift," and she'll place a hand down, and she'll take the second round of polymorph.
All right, sounds good to me.
I feel like that makes more sense because, like, you recasting it, I feel like there'd be a split second lapse where, like,
there technically would not be. It would it would be that split second of like it starts to change and then doesn't, because it's.
I can time it just right.
Yeah, timing is everything. But breaking concentration and re-upping concentration. Moving on. I see where you were going there, but also she's trying to help conserve your resources.
Will there be any freshness on the flight?
For the next hour of flight, Slayer with advantage, athletics, Nyack also athletics to keep the draft going.
Ooh,
11. Oh, I thought that was me that rolled 11. Never mind. I was like, damn. Yeesh. I mean, still, damn, yeesh, that sucks.
But still, the instant relief on your part.
Yeah.
Nyack, as you're struggling there, Kaylee will call out, "Come on, bud, you're doing great. Come on, roll a d12."
Hey, there you go. Hey. I was gonna say, you could always just grab on with your talons, like my tail feathers or something. I don't know.
That paper bag.
Dirty 20 with the inspiration.
Hey,
Dirty 20. You're struggling, and with that encouragement, you dig deep. You find the motivation to, all right, got this, fucking got this, and you keep on going.
Nyack is gonna be burnt after this flight.
Oh, I'm fine. No, but that's the thing about drafts. I barely have to spend any energy. I just have to make sure I don't fall out the draft.
Yeah, it's there's concentration involved in it. It's full on just.
You lock your wings.
So let me remember how travel speed works. Da.
It's 160 times.
Travel pace. There we go.
I mean, if we keep going this way, we're gonna be real close to that dragon. I'm just saying.
Hey, and we'll have Knock with us too. That could be good.
Indeed.
Yeah,
crazy how that goes.
Oh, it'd be great.
All right. So
dual bearding it. We could dual beard.
Okay, so in 1 hour you can move a number of miles equal to your speed divided by 10.
Ooh.
So So the reason for the athletics checks is if you were just moving at a normal movement speed, that is one thing. But if you are action dashing, if you're basically marathon running, at both of you, and Nyack, you're basically being dragged via wind on a marathon, and so it's hard. Hard to do this.
That's why I said he's gonna be burnt on the end of this.
But yeah, so 160 per hour divided by 10, that would be 16 miles
32
per hour. So getting us out right around there, right around the second hour. You actually do get eyes on, just with a group perception of 1 billion. Like, y'all, I know what you have.
I know who you are.
And I'm a giant eagle. So
what do my eagle eyes see?
Yeah.
And I'm not even an eagle right now.
Well, the thing is,
to Mount Mentiri.
Eleneth, what do your elf eyes hear?
Indeed. And it would be hard to see because, like, sun's gone down here in this second hour, but you know your angle from the mountain. The mountain is ominous even in the dark. Like, there's stars out, there's moons out. It's, there's light. But what really makes you feel like you're very much on track is out in the distance, probably with Valineth's comprehension, probably about another hour of flight, because they had a fairly extensive amount of time ahead of you.
Yeah.
A night and a day.
Do we even land as a team, or do I just let you guys stay flying while I dive bomb and grab him?
Honestly, you could drop concentration and I could feather fall us midair.
It's wild. It could be totally wild. But yes, with one more hour at this pace, you will be on top of what looks like for a number of you, a familiar sight of a campfire, a cart, except this one is locked up. You see 4 horses that are tied up, not to a tree, but just tied up.
Same crap.
Horse, a red horse, and a black horse.
Like, same fucking righteous brand. Fucking
the 4 horses setup. Of the Annapolis.
Like, it's the same people, new captain.
Yeah.
Obviously, new captain.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious. It's not, but it'd be hilarious.
So before we're getting there and all, do we want to maybe try and get a hold of Nock to maybe get him out the cart again, if we can?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
You should probably tell him that in an
you
hour.
You don't even sound like the kind of bird you are.
Ironically,
no,
Akira
I can't sound like an eagle. Are you kidding me?
Akira, with your draconic telepathy, this bird does understand language.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I understand Common and Orin. Yeah,
I understand.
So you can actually mentally connect with this bird.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan? Are we dropping in and just smashing up the whole thing?
Well, no.
I don't really know.
Well, I was going to say that we should probably check and see if we can get a message to Nock really quick to see if maybe we can get him to use a bathroom break again.
Maybe an hour away. maybe an hour away.
I think they might have actually started camping.
Well, if they're camping, then is it right?
How
Isn't
does
it
the telepathy work? Sorry, I need clarification on how the telepathy works.
Oh, right.
Well, you know what I can do to make it easier for Slayer, because there's only one way. I can actually don my astral visage, and then because then we can communicate back and forth to each other as long as he can understand me with the full visage up.
That does
Or is that still just one way? That may just be one way as well. Think about it.
Oh, fuck it! And Kaylee will just tap the bird, and the bird has tongues.
Bird has tongues. Okay.
All right. Well, there we go. There we go.
Easy enough.
Using her last 3rd level spell, by the way.
So are we in hour 3 then? So Val has concentration again.
What?
Jeremy, on a scale between like hissy snake and eldritch horror, how many tongues are we talking here?
Not as many as you think, but far more than you'd be comfortable with.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
It's valid.
What's wrong, tongue tied?
Right. So, what's the plan? Are we?
And you understand?
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing since they're all camped down for the night, where it's not as easy as just getting him out of his cell as, before, trying to get him on a bathroom break, I don't think.
I could simply dimension door him out of this cell, as long as I can touch him.
I mean,
and I can...
Or do we just want to have him take a bathroom break?
500 feet away before anyone can even notice that we were there and gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anything,
do we want him to take a bathroom break while he does that, so that it's even easier to get him further away?
Out of character, I think it would be difficult to get that message to him without burning more high-level spells. Remember that sending is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. And at the same time, we could just easily set this up, to where you show up, we have a spot about 300-400 feet away from camp that you're gonna.
How many?
And I could be waiting as an eagle.
How many 5th level spell slots do you have?
Dimension Door's 4th level.
So, okay, excellent.
Yep.
So you have 1 5th level spell slot, I'm assuming? No? Okay.
You only need.
You have a 5th level spell slot.
One person.
No, I have no 5th level spells.
Isn't greater invisibility 5th level?
4th.
Okay, that's why I was confused. How many 4th level spell slots do you have?
Only 2.
Okay, so then that's greater invisibility and dimension door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a 3rd level spell slot left?
Yes.
Okay, that's ascending to tell him to get on a bathroom break.
Yeah, but I don't need him to get on a bathroom break to perform.
It'd be easier if he was in a bathroom break, though. Would it not?
I mean, it 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I mean, I can literally reach through the bar and touch him, and dimension door us 500 feet away.
Or I'll be waiting as a giant eagle to go poof, and we dip out.
That'd be, as long as we can find a spot 500 feet away where we can be hidden pretty well, then I can do that. So
the issue is still.
We know that according to Kaylee, like, there are walls for all intents and purposes. We can't really see.
Yeah. Well, no, it was just towards the top of the. It was just towards the top of the wagon, I think, was mostly the issue when the first scrying sensor appeared.
Yeah, it was. It
too high. A daily clarification.
Hold on. So Dimension Door doesn't require that I be able to see the destination, just that I am aware of the destination.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but like if it's
correct.
then you have to reach through to touch him. You have to find some opening to touch him.
Oh, I see.
So what I'm offering is I can Dimension Door both of us into the cell. You dimension,
or we could just have him take another bathroom break instead of all this extra spell cast.
Well, I haven't gotten to cast a spell yet, you guys. I want to cast a spell.
Well, hold on.
That's nice, but that's not what the point is. The point is to get knocked out.
Let me feel useful, Justice. Let me feel useful.
Hold on. If you have multiple castings of Dimension Door, then I can
could
just
Dimension Door in.
Yeah, I could just make you invisible with greater invisibility. You could Dimension Door in, grab him, Dimension Door out. Done.
Yeah.
Like that's all.
Okay.
Very
Right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Or I could make you invisible. You can fly. You can go down to him while invisible, touch him, Dimension Door once, Dimension Door twice, and then we've got 1,000 feet of range to get him away from there.
I can use it 3 times even. So
okay, yeah. So
Wait,
you
no,
can
I
get him hella far away.
And
And remember that you casting Dimension Door doesn't break your invisibility.
Yeah, so you're invisible the whole time. Just poof, poof, poof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with whatever works, guys. This sounds like a really easy way to do this. Though.
I like that. I like that idea. I think that's the simplest and most
All right, so let's pick a
route.
spot that's like 2,000 feet away from their campsite or something like that. I'll drop us all there. We wait there for him to come back.
And then I need to sleep after that because this has been a long ride.
Oh, no, we need to run after that, and then you can sleep.
Well, we will have to get away from them because they'll probably, they won't know where we went, but we'll have to still get far enough away to have a good chance of resting, unless Kaylee has a spell that can summon like a safe place for us to sleep. Because
unfortunately, I've teleported. Unfortunately, I've teleported twice today.
Okay,
that's all my shit.
I mean, if anything, we could just keep heading somewhat towards Rexentrum, but more towards the Silver Quill Ridge, because that's where that dragon is, and that's probably the least likely direction they'll think we'll go in.
I've also got a great idea. Why don't you, while you're invisible, why don't you just like unhook the horses?
I'll be right back. I gotta use.
For what purpose?
So that they're not hooked up, so that they can run free and wild or whatever. Spook a horse, they'll be paying attention to that. It'll make it even easier for you to get to the cell, because you're not silent when you're invisible, you're just invisible. So,
I mean, my wings
horses.
are also silent, but
Oh, that's fucking awesome, out of character, because you're an owl. But anyway,
I could cast fear on the horses, and that would cause them to run off.
Yeah, just unhook them first.
Yeah.
That way, if they try to give chase, they're on foot.
And then we've
pulled this gambit before. It works really well on the guards.
All right, let's do it. I'll go unhook the horses, and then I'll go remove our friend.
Let's do it. I will burn the 4th level spell to give you greater invisibility when we get there.
Yeah,
I'll also burn my second pack spell, since I'm assuming that I had to burn at least. How many enhanced abilities did I have to use to make this?
You're in the middle of the 3rd one. Speaking of, athletics checks one more time from our athletes.
I also want to remind you, for anyone who is currently under the effect of enhanced ability, you have advantage on.
That is what your big bird man has been having advantage.
Great roll.
Yeah, fantastic roll on my end.
I think he got a cramp in his wing.
I think I did, honestly.
Yeah, Justice is away at the moment, so
I'm going to spend my inspiration to fix that.
That is a very good idea.
And I'm going to take that +2 player buff. That
all right, burning the +2 player buff, making it +4 instead of +2.
I could give you Bardic Inspiration.
You should probably give him Bardic Inspiration.
Shiza. Okay.
I had a feeling for some reason that it's like, watch, he's gonna use that, and it's gonna be like 1 better.
It's only a D8. It's only a D8 though.
Wait, can I can't inspire myself, I'm assuming.
No. But Kaylee can throw another inspiration for you. Throw a D12. Throw a D12.
He's at 6 right now.
Yeah.
Moving on up that ladder.
That's a good start.
Now.
All right, so actually it was a 6 because you redeemed the +2 player buff, so that makes it a 15, which brings it right to what the barrier was. It was a 15.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
no,
trying to
you
keep
find
it
it
down for you guys, but now we
yeah,
spent
no,
all this-
you like it's hard. It is like you've been pushing it for hours, and you've been having to focus for hours, and you're really starting to like break from the drift, and you actually like drop out of it for a second, and Kaylee full on just like, no, wait, hey, slow down, just a touch, just slow down, let him catch, and they slow down for just a second and get you kind of back into the draft, and then you start like getting your rhythm with Slayer's wings and push and push and push and all right.
My option, if I failed, was the dimension door just onto Slayer. But since I now have to use my dimension doors in a minute, I can no longer spend my dimension door just to get on the bird.
Now you're not gonna have enough.
Well, I didn't do it.
No, I know.
That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah. Have to go with our original plan now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yes, you continue, and as y'all are making your way, go ahead and let's see here. It is right now Slayer and Nyack are focused on speed. Who wants to try and find a good place to hide out?
What type of check would that be?
It'd probably be something survival-y.
Something survival-y?
I'll lend you my half proficiency.
I have proficiency.
Are we?
Oh, okay. Well,
near...
so would that be advantage with a +2? Is that?
I've got a +9. I don't know what your survival is.
Trying to get it D&D Beyond to reload my
Yeah,
character sheet because it chose to just do its own thing.
If you help me.
Since we're passing the love around, I'll give a bardic inspiration as well for it.
Nice.
Real
So you
quick,
get an extra
are we
D10
anywhere
to the
near
roll.
like a? Are we anywhere near like civilization, like a city or something like that?
Literally not. Like
Okay.
so far away from
Okay.
anything resembling civilization.
Maybe faster on my phone. Hold on 1 second, because I don't know what's happening with my
So you
internet.
You get advantage +2 plus a D10 to the roll. That's what I'm hearing.
On my survivals.
Yes, on your survivals.
All right. Sleep. Skills.
And Luca, you were volunteering an inspiration. Doomerin may definitely need that inspiration you were volunteering.
Do I? Okay.
I would say if
Nyack's to keep up with your bump draft was 15. Yours is 20. You're carrying 5 people.
I was going to say if Nyack can throw him an inspiration, his inspiration die is actually higher than mine. So if you've got inspiration to spell,
I'm at a 22 so far. Jeremy, you can probably see it because I had to do it on my phone, so it probably just came to you, Jeremy. But if all together with that 14 plus the 8, that's 22 on the
plus 2 more, it's 24.
That also reminds me, Ro, when we go to have you do this whole thing, I'm going to throw you one of my inspirations for one really good reason, which is that use it on whatever you feel is important, and remember that if you fail, my inspiration doesn't go away. You get to try it again.
Yeah.
So I think that having that like unfailing inspiration could be really helpful for the dangerous situation you're walking into.
Oh, definitely.
So what's my bonus?
It's also super cool of Nyack to
your bonus is a D10.
That, considering he doesn't know us very well yet. This is super cool of him.
I mean,
you are earning points that might get you out of Akira's new guy mode.
I mean, he's trying to earn your guys' trust. If this means he earns a bit of trust, he earns a bit of trust. He wants to work with you guys. So,
Asher
anywho.
is also still a new guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Anywho,
Does anybody else have anything to throw at Slayer?
I threw him a D10.
I was gonna throw him, just a standard player buff, but I didn't. Those are usually cast before the roll. So
I throw him a D10 inspiration.
Yeah, no, he already rolled it.
Yeah,
it was a 3.
It's a 3.
I don't think I can throw him an inspiration as well, can I? Am I allowed to do that?
No, Bardic inspirations don't stack.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So you literally need to get +1, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was double checking. I think
there's a +1 buff in the thing, but
it's before the roll, though. It's before the roll.
To claim that.
So with that, the pace does slow down a bit here in the third hour, making it actually a little bit easier for Nyack to keep up with, but not 4. Definitely needed the inspiration for that, but.
Actually, you know what? Oh damn it! No, I can't use that. Never mind.
It's okay. Using
an idea, but
using that to your advantage, slowing down a bit, that actually does help Akira a bit. As you'll have to kind of fly lower because it's dark, and being able to see things from far away is not something you can do very well in the dark, and so. Drifting lower, and instead of being there in 1 hour, you travel about 3/4 of the distance in about an hour and a half, and there the last couple of miles, kind of forcing your way through it, getting real tired. You settle in and are actually able to, on foot, start closing in that last couple of miles, burning another hour. You find a spot where it's like an outcropping of rock coming up and out and completely obscuring the way. It's the better part of a quarter mile away, so a little more than 1,000 feet. But
2,000.
Spreckenov, group stealth check. As y'all are getting closer.
Something I'm good at.
Mine's better than it was, but not very great.
22.
14.
17.
I am stark white and tan, yet the wings give me advantage.
No pass without a trace?
I don't think that. That was literally what I was about to go on myself. I was like, because I could totally pass without a trace, but then my brain's like, but that usually only has to do with stuff being walking on the ground. But it gives a passive +10 to the people.
Oh no, this is y'all on the on the ground. So.
We're on the ground.
Okay,
now.
we actually hit the ground. Okay, well,
pass without a trace kind of by definition makes a sound vacuum.
Essentially, yeah. So, I'll totally burn a second level spell for a pass without a trace for us.
So just you can.
Excellent.
All right, that does make it a 23, a 32, a 24, a Valineth. Valineth, you're in heavy armor, so that's not 17. That's a 10. So a 20.
Yeah, no, it's not heavy armor. It's medium, but it's still disadvantage.
The thing that was just given to me by Jeremy.
That doesn't give you advantage on stealth.
I
what
know,
is it?
But I have boots
what
of velvet. I'm working on getting there. I got the medium armor master, so wearing medium armor. Yeah, I've got the boots. I have the boots.
There's so much.
Boots. So anything with sound and whatnot.
That has advantage. Thank you for the reminder. I forgot.
And then now I got to look in my inventory to see if
now it's 27.
I was like, spit out the words. What is the thing?
Everybody was talking. I couldn't get it forward. But yeah, I still have my advantage.
Are we allowed to help with stealth checks? Is that a thing?
Unfortunately, no, because you're having to focus on your own.
Yeah. But it's passed by the trace, so it's a +10 still.
Yeah, it's passed by the trace. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I have to make a stealth check too?
Yes, it's
everybody. It was a
group
group check, but you got a +10, so.
Me? I get a +10 to the
everybody.
Everybody within 30 feet gets a +10.
Yeah,
which made mine a 32.
It's about a 23.
Well, Kaylee just got a 36.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 28 with the +10.
Nice.
Kira stealth is a 31. Holy shit.
Turns out I have advantage on these kind of stealth checks after attuning that key.
Yeah.
Nyack and Akira are just right now.
Oh yeah, I disappeared
smart choices.
entirely.
Smart choices make smart solutions.
But on us.
But yes, so as a group, you're moving forward, finding that alcove. It's like I said, quarter mile, so it's not. It's a little over 1,000 feet away, but it is obscured. Basically, anyone traveling from the north to the south would not really see this alcove until they were right on it.
Good.
Basically just looks like the edge of a mountain, or like the edge of the mountain, and then maybe it dips back a little bit, but it dips back a lot.
Okay.
And
while we're walking, I am massaging my wings. Oh, I'm not doing that again. One of y'all is carrying me.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Akira's gonna look over at Nyack and say, "Training could help you with that."
Every
I
morning.
just flew over 5 times how fast I normally fly. Training only does so much.
Training
It's
can
light
help you
work.
with that.
It's actually kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
God, I'm tired though. Or God, I'm tired though. Forgetting the accent is so fun.
You're all right. It's fine. Not like anybody else forgets their accent all the time.
Oh, don't worry. Mine melds into multiple different ones when I hear other people start speaking on the one, and then the brain just cues into that. It's like, that's not... No, stop!
It's like, when is Valineth from Tennessee? Wait a minute.
Don't ask.
Well,
Where?
I was just gonna say the same. Well, where?
Here, this is land.
Land
I was gonna
You got to be
say,
afraid of those sky whales.
Oh, man.
you have to be afraid of.
There are actually some of those out in Marquette. You gotta be careful.
Yeah,
Precisely.
they're not wrong.
That is awesome.
Killed my cousin actually. Anywho, shall we turn me invisible so I can get this started?
That is the kind of thing that wears off after a minute. So you'll might have to get closer. Are
greater
all of us?
invisibility is a minute?
Can anyone make him faster? Like, Asher, could you haste him or something?
Absolutely.
Oh shit! That also lasts a minute. So
we're gonna have to be really fast about this.
If we're gonna
be
pull that
as fast as I can.
we're gonna pull that trigger.
Yeah,
we gotta be ready to pull it.
So the three of y'all need to sneak closer.
I think it would be a better idea in general if all of us got just a little bit closer, and then he could use his dimension door, get there and back without having to get all the way there.
The issue I'm still thinking of, right, though, is how are we going to get Asher, not Asher, how are we going to get Knock out of...
Knock unlocked?
How are we going to get Knock unlocked?
Why would you get mine and Knock names mixed up? Like, they don't only mean the same thing.
You know what? I'm
gonna...
Same person!
It's not exactly...
Friendly fire.
We will... Now that I think about it, we will have to unlock whatever is chaining him to the floor. Well, not the bracelets. We just have to get him off the floor for now. We can worry about the bracelets another time.
Hence
Yeah, but we're still
this
gonna have to
whole-
do that. That's why I'm bringing it up now, because there's gonna be a guy probably in there with a key, right?
Look, apparently you guys have the most powerful key in this plane of existence.
Do we?
What I'm saying is the Infiltrator's key.
Oh, yeah. It is
What
a
I'm
vestige of
saying
the
is
Virgin.
we just have to get him unlocked from the floor. We can worry about getting him unlocked from anything else further down the line, whether that's counterspell, Infiltrator's key, dispel magic, shatter, something. We can do that later down the line. We just have to get him separated from the people who are trying to keep him in those shackles currently.
All right.
And the one problem is the chain that holds him to the floor. I can carry him with Dimension Door. I can't carry the cart with Dimension Door. Because if you haven't noticed, I'm not the strongest. If we tell him...
Again,
if we do the bathroom break,
he'd be unhooked from the floor, and then you can just get in there and grab him.
No, that's too much work.
Well, no, I'm thinking if... It also depends if he's going to be chained up while he's asleep, or if he's just going to be locked in the stagecoach. We don't quite know that.
I mean, you just have to Dimension Door inside, right? And then Dimension Door him out. I thought we already thought about the chain.
Haley, when you were scrying, did you see that he was chained inside? Like, well, I mean, he always had the cuffs on, but like, was he chained to the?
Yeah, there was a chain that reached up from the floor, up and around the chain between his wrist.
Okay.
Hold on, give me just 1 second. Hold on, I gotta look at one thing. Like IRL, I have to look at one thing.
Like if it matters whether or not he's...
K-pop band.
Whether he'll take him with what he's connected to or without.
It won't. It doesn't specify.
Just leaves his leg.
So I think we can assume either way. If he is locked to it, I mean, they're not going to see me. I can just shatter it. I can cast shatter on it.
They'll hear that though.
I mean, they'll hear it, but then like
Shatter's also 10-foot radius. That's a lot. That's a lot of space.
Yeah, you'll be in that space.
I mean, that's fair. Wait, is it a 10-foot? I thought it was. Oh.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot space.
It's like it's an AOE is how I use it in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was very similar to Knock.
No, it's very different from Knock.
Very different.
Knock's a person.
I said that's why I specified the spell Knock.
By the way, if this spell came to
Justice.
This guy...
Yeah.
Take it.
Thank you.
If we want to rest for an hour, I could borrow the key and use the key to unlock him from the floor while getting him out.
Nyack, you're not just using this as a ploy to get the key in your hands, are you?
I'm going to hold up 3 Talon Scouts on her.
Who's Scouts?
The hell is a scout?
The Kobold Scouts. I was part of them when I was younger with my brother.
What the hell are Kobold Scouts?
Don't worry about
You've
it.
not heard. You've not heard of the
Owlin.
You've not heard of the Kobold Scouts?
They take on anyone.
No,
my brother and I did it for quite a few years.
We don't have that there.
Anywho,
fair.
if you guys would permit me, I'll attune to the key, get in there, unlock him, get him back to us. And you guys really could stay here. I could Dimension Door twice there, get into the thing, Dimension Door twice back, and that'll bring me back here. I wouldn't have time to undo the horses at the same time, but...
Alright, well, whatever we do, we better do it quickly, because I'm honestly starting to get a little bit impatient, and everything's starting to sound a little bit more complicated than just walking over there smashing everybody. Grabbing.
And if it gets too complicated, I'm pretty sure he's
definitely not wrong.
My friend, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Well, you're not wrong.
Shit.
Have you ever seen him walking around? He is a hammer.
I mean, I would gladly smash them into a pulp like a hammer and get my friend back. And it's starting to sound a lot easier than all these complicated plans we've come up with. Just saying.
I mean, it was quite simple at the beginning. I don't know what happened since on the trip.
Yeah, it's kind of gotten away from us.
Yeah, this whole time while you guys have been talking, Akira has just been kind of sitting in a lotus position. And when Slayer says go and smash him up, I would totally support just going and punching something right about now.
So, referring to what Tim threw in Soup Chat, I have a free attunement slot to lock on to the key to unlock him. If we go the shadow route, it will spook the horses, but it will also damage both of us.
We're confident of the situation that we cannot dimension door him without like unchaining that.
Well, we haven't really gotten a ruling on it.
Because we don't know. Because the only experience.
If that were the scenario, would we need?
The last time.
The answer has not come on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time we fucked with magic bracers, right? They were specifically against like teleporting and whatnot, and we managed to quickly finagle a size change on them. These ones are specifically designed with the size change in mind. We know that for sure because Nox is a shape changer. Do we not think that there may be also like anti-teleport as well, like the last ones were? Do you think maybe they got wise and they were like, okay, let's do size change and like teleporting?
Well, I don't think
like above table. This is what I'm thinking. So like that's why I'm like, I don't think it matters. I think it's all dimensional transposition, like because that's what the last bracers.
I have a backup plan if it is transitional.
You were talking about shadow.
That's why I'm saying that like it's better if we have him do the bathroom break thing, because then he's out of the cart, right? So if you can't teleport him out of the cart, we can pick him up and run with him.
Let's just go with Justice's original plan there. I'll shoot the message to him.
And then I'll go in, grab him, and see if we can teleport.
Sure.
Because like above table, like we have knowledge that like they have anti-teleport shit, and now we know for sure that this one's anti-change shape. So like, why not make like, you know? I'm just saying it makes sense to make.
Not double down?
Yeah, to double down. Like if they had a problem with that before, why would they not double down and fix that problem?
All right, I'll burn the slot and make the sending. Tell him to request a bathroom break and let him know, like, request bathroom break, sending help on your break.
Okay. Get ready to go.
And to not make Bearded have to play two people right now in the same scene, you all actually hear from a ways away, hey, ting, 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 like he's rubbing his chains against the bars.
Oh.
And
what'll happen is he'll lean forward and he'll go like, got bad news for you. It's a rough day for Diaper Town.
Oh my god.
If you don't let him go, he will poop on everything you love.
Oh my, that is a rough day.
Including yourself.
And at this point, since they are not in motion, this is not something that would require precisely a persuasion check.
Am I still an eagle?
You are not.
Okay, good.
After having to ground, you have been yourself for actually now like almost 2 hours.
Just making sure.
Oh, this has been 2 hours?
It's been 3 since spotting them, because y'all went to go after it. The pace slowed way down because I mean, when you're dashing like an eagle for hours and hours, it catches up with you eventually. And then landing, Akira helping helm the way to find a good hiding spot. You know, after traveling the last couple of miles, it's been a bit. But so y'all are pretty well into the night, and as you're looking on from a ways out, you can tell that with the big loud noises from this far away, you do see someone hop off of the back of the cart, and someone next to the fire stand up. and both of them close in on the side door of the cart, and you watch as these two guys, one of them more heavily armored, the other one a lot less heavily. Like you can tell, like he's, even from like 1,000 feet away, he's strapped up, he's ready for bear. But the both of them walk over, open the door. One of them leans in, does the thing, and the two of them escort Nock out and away from the cart.
All right. Luca?
Yes?
Would you be so kind as to make me disappear? And when I say that, I'm going to shift change to my leathers. To my spike leather.
Then.
Asher, make
Here
him fast
goes.
too first. Before he disappears.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna cast haste on you, boy.
All right, let's see. I'm also going to cast another spell, which is going to be...
I'll walk over to
Let me find it
you
real
and say,
quick.
like, be quick there, boy, and I will slap you on the butt as I cast the spell.
Oh, I don't think Enhance Ability is going to do anything that'll help you here, so I'll leave that one be.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yep, I'll throw you a Bardic Inspiration, though.
Thank you.
That was an interesting noise.
Well, now.
Fango burr.
Bicycle wheel go bird.
Oh, that's
Now that I'm invisible, my first action, Dimension Door 500 feet closer to Nock.
Sorry, super excited to have a churro and a 14-pound turkey beginning to defrost today. Yay!
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so I've been hasted, greater, invisible. I'm going to use my first two 4th level spell slots of Dimension Door to pop over to where Nock is. How far away does that put me using 1,000 feet, like direct line to Nock?
I thought the point was to use Dimension Door to get away.
We're 1,000 feet away. It's going to take more than a minute.
He's got plenty. He's got plenty
Okay.
of.
I've got 5 spots for it, so we're
Yeah, he's
good.
got plenty of go.
All right.
Time is of the essence here.
All right, so quarter mile away, 5,280 feet divided by 4. That is 1,320.
Travel map.
So I have to travel.
So two D doors forward. You're about 300 feet away from the guys, but you are hasted AF. 2 rounds into your haste and greater invisibility. What do you do?
So I'm 2 Nock now.
No, you are 300 feet away from Nock.
I'm going to action dash, haste action dash for my 3rd round.
Quadruple run. How far does that get you?
120.
180.
120 feet. No, 120.
Yeah, he's only got 30.
No, 180. His speed's doubled.
Yeah, your speed's doubled.
Oh, my
It's
speed's
60.
doubled.
Yeah, I probably
So
forget
quadruple.
the
haste.
240, and then
Fight me!
Yeah, 240. Yeah, 240. So
He can get there. He can
Hasted
get there.
actions and
round 3, dashing in with like wings out. Just, you were able to D-door a little bit up so you could glide in.
Yeah. So now I'm 60 feet away, right?
Yeah, 60 feet away. You see Nock there, just turned about. Looks like he's actually taking a whiz. Facing away from the guys, the 2 guys right next to these, right next to this. The cart. The cart actually has the horses tied to it. Just they're unhitched from the hitch.
Okay.
And there are 4 guys sleeping around the fire.
Round 4, I'm just going to use my movement to move to Nock, and then I'm going to
go ahead and make a stealth check as part of this approach, because this is where the stealth will come in, whether or not they will have an idea of whether you're there or not.
Is there any addition to that or no?
Your advantage because you're invisible.
I didn't know. I've never been invisible.
And there's a +2 player buff in there if you wanted to take that, but you rolled.
28.
So
you rolled only a 28. How dare you? But all right, so without them noticing, you fly in, and with your haste, gracefully enough that it's like you just fly in and just perch right there between them and him, them none the wiser at all.
Nice.
I would question, just to make the roll even more awesome. Has it been less than an hour since Val cast Pass Without a Trace? Because that would technically be added in there.
I treat it as an aura.
Yeah, based on the way.
But the wording says for the duration.
We've talked about it.
Based on the way it's worded and everything, it's on entities that are within
part of that conversation.
You were here on it. It was we had this whole thing about it, but yeah,
I may have been here, but I wasn't part of the conversation.
it had been like put to that it's an aura that within 30 feet of me is.
It's okay. It's okay. Justice has slept since then. I understand.
So,
I've done the same. I do the same all the time.
Now that I'm between them, I'm going to try to Dimension Door. I'm going to place a hand on Knock. Just like as softly as I can. And what would his reaction be to that? Like, to not rustle your robe or anything.
Would I feel claw?
Yeah, you would feel talon.
Yeah, I would be very confused.
Help is on the way.
No, I understand. I don't know who the hell this person is. We don't have a bird person in the party, at least last I knew.
You don't see a bird person. You don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
He feels claw. He feels talon.
That's why I'm like...
He feels the talon of it all.
Akira has claws.
This is very true.
Luca has claws.
I will react very much like my face will show a reaction like, oh, and but I won't actually say anything. I'll just kind of roll with it because I know help's coming.
Okay. And then I'm going to...
You got buddies with claws.
I'm going to try to Dimension Door away.
All right. As you whisper out the Dimension Door spell, and have your hand on him, you disappear. The other two guys, hearing the sound, but not seeing. You pop back 500 feet from where you are currently, and you see Nock is right where you left him.
Shit.
And
okay.
And the two guys rush in suddenly. I'm like, what'd you do? How did you do? And you can tell that they heard the casting of the spell, but they A, perhaps didn't know what the spell was, B, perhaps thought Nock did it, and C, can tell. Go ahead and make a perception check from as far away as you are. There is a possibility you might see something of note.
23.
You focus in, and there is a glow to the wrist manacles, and
I knew it was
they grab his arms, and you hear them say, tried to misty step away from us again, did you? Well, nah, get in there. And they grab him.
Dimension Door back while they're grabbing him.
Okay, so they're grabbing him, and they're dragging him forward, so it's only they only get like the 30 feet forward. Here, let's hold on. Let me just get down a couple of appreciable tokens for a couple of these guys.
Akira will stand up from the lotus position, begin cracking knuckles and neck.
I mean, we don't know anything. That's what I was just gonna ask, is if we can tell that anything's going south yet or not, but I doubt it.
What do my elf
It's
ears
dark
and
out,
eyes
and it's
see and
like-
possibly hear? Because I mean, I'm assuming they're
Go
not
ahead-
being
go ahead
quiet
and throw
about
your-
it.
Oh yeah, they're not being quiet about it. Go ahead and do your percepticles.
All right, I have a backup plan.
All right, and you know what? Just because of it too, I'm gonna. Or wait, does that work with that? I gotta double check this real fast. I was gonna see because enhance ability, can't I? Doesn't that work for that too? To give me advantage.
It just
on
gives
that?
you advantage, which
I
you
know.
already have advantage on. Shouldn't you?
No, I don't have advantage on.
Oh.
Those.
If you already have expertise in something, then you can't take it. But other than that,
Wait, what?
What?
isn't that what it is? When enhance ability, like it can only be cast on an ability that you don't have expertise on.
No,
it's just
no,
you touch
you're,
a creature and
you're
bestow
thinking
it.
of a different thing. Don't worry about it.
I probably am. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the owl's wisdom on myself real quick so I can get the advantage on that.
All right, focusing up. You're not focused on either of the things. Yeah.
Fucking natural 20 for 33.
All right. So as they're whooshing forward, you were kind of like you're kind of counting the seconds, and you hear the trying to miss a step away again, did you? Come on.
That was not the right thing, but that was not
All
the
right.
right thing that was supposed to be clicked. Whatever.
That as long as you spent the second level spell slot, it's fine.
Yeah. The slot has been spent.
All right.
So,
Now,
I mean, oh wait, no, we're farther than that. Never mind.
My dimension door back.
yeah. Here, give me a second just to I'm gonna. I was anticipating a slightly different situation, so I'm going to clear the board that I had made, and then bring Nyack to the board.
So as things are starting to kick off, and I noticed this happening. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you are able to make out what the shouting is.
So Valineth is just going to quickly ask Asher if any chance you could do another one of those hastes.
Another? Yeah, sure. I can.
I mean, that's gonna.
Yeah, that would break Nyack. So.
Well, then he's down for 6 seconds.
Oh wait, yeah.
It's okay, I have a plan.
Okay, then
for
I'm
this.
down for a round.
That is concentration.
I also
You're
do
away,
have a plan.
but you're also away from him, right? Or did you put yourself right back next to all the stuff?
I'm back next to
he's
not-
currently he's currently up in the thick of it, and if the haste drops on him, it will drop him for a round.
I thought he kept coming
screwed.
back, not put himself right
No.
back in the
Right.
middle of it.
Yeah, no,
I was,
put himself back in the
I was
thick of
hoping
it.
that he was going to be far enough away that I could then have haste on myself, doubling my speed as a giant eagle to get in there with a quickness and zip grab him and then grab Nyack on the way through too. But that's not going to work now with him being up in the middle of it, all in the thick of it. So
We could
Have
just
faith.
try that plan tomorrow.
Have faith.
All right, so
We've got a ways direction from. We could just try again tomorrow.
so
we
Nyack
still have
appearing
Nyack in there now.
appearing as a ghost, right behind Nock again, only making a little bit of a as you reappear. That's your action to do that. What do you do?
Lawyer Tiff here.
Okay. Let me check how one thing works, and then I'll tell you.
I'll definitely be
Um,
letting
Yeah.
everybody know in the nearby group.
Wait,
around
so I have a
Valineth that
hasted
shit hit the
action.
fan.
Right? So I have a hasted action.
Say that again.
I have a hasted action.
You do have a hasted action, correct?
I'm going to use my hasted action to drop a fog cloud on the area.
Can't use it to cast a spell.
Yeah, can't use it to cast a spell.
Can't
It's
use it-
very,
well, no,
very
it's
specific
not a
haste.
spell. It's using an item. I have an item that casts that.
Mm.
Oh, item? What item?
Mm.
Ring of Obscuring.
Oh, that's very good. You drop a cloud on yourself?
That's the only thing I can do. It comes out of the ring, basically.
All right. So you, as you appear, the cloud suddenly begins to gather around you. it's centered on the ring and like stays with the ring?
No, it starts there, so if I move, it doesn't.
Okay, that's why I wanted to make sure.
It's like it literally just drops a fog of cloud, or a cloud of fog.
It's like he farts.
Basically. Well, the ring farts, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like dropping a smoke bomb.
Or I like that way better.
So then
dropping
I have
a smoky deuce. Yeah. We got this.
So I have bonus action, movement, double movement, or double movement technically. Bonus action and double movement. Give me just 1 second. God,
it's a 20 foot circle, like 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a standard size. It's the spell coming from the ring, basically.
No, just Jeremy trying to recall because I'm putting shit on the board.
Let me get that for you.
Jeremy.
20-foot radius, yes. So 40 feet
radius.
wide,
All right.
basically.
Cool. Good enough for tokens.
Yeah, just gonna start limbering up.
And with that, how heavy is Nock?
Right now he's especially frail and does not have any gear on him. Basically, he's just in very common clothes. The fanciest thing on him is the manacles.
Would you say he's less than 107 pounds?
Somewhere around that.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders and zip away with my 60 feet. I know that exposes him being drugged.
All right. So you are going to be fighting two people that are holding him and dragging him currently. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Well, if that's the case, can I save my movement till the next round, till round 6, I believe?
Well, you're gonna have to rip him away, or let him continue to be moved forward into the cart. What are you gonna do?
Well, okay, so how would they react to the fog cloud?
Oh, cause the fog cloud, you can tell, like they're like, get him inside.
Yeah, that's gonna raise suspicion.
They're
all right. So after they move him, him.
What I'm saying is right now they're in the middle of that. You hasted action, drop the fog cloud. Anything else to do with that turn of actions? Any bonus actions? Anything else?
God. I guess I'm just going to try to rip him. Yeah, I'll try to rip him from the two people.
Okay, so that'll be basically one of them is shoving him into the cart, and the other one is shutting and unkeying the door, kind of having this freak out moment where they're both like, guys, wake up!
Okay,
they are sounding the alert.
Yep. Well, now we can't try again tomorrow.
What do I need to do to rip him?
So, you having had a glimpse of what was going on with this cart would be able to very easily flap your wings, poof, out of the cloud that they are trying to navigate their way out of.
Oh, they're in the cart with him?
No, they're not in the cart. They're in the cloud, and they're basically like using their horses as guides to try and guide their way out. You flying up over the cloud and dropping in on the other side of the cart, can now see Nock in there, not chained to the floor, because they very hastily shoved him in and latched him in.
He's not chained to the floor?
He's currently not chained to the floor. There are people behind you in armor that are waking up and rousing. You think this might be your currently last turn to be able to do things without a lot more Yeah, without a lot more flak, a lot more heat.
All right.
How many rounds?
We're at round. We're at round 5 or 6.
Okay. So, wait. So, I meant back on the previous term when you said if I had anything else to do. Did anything come of me trying to rip him or no? Before.
No, you didn't. You didn't have any more actions. Your action economy was action. Do hasted action. Poof your ring.
Okay. So for this turn, oh god. Shit. Me a brick.
You have that damn fine key.
Me and Teddy have 27 minutes left.
I do have.
Eyes on.
I do have the key on me.
Y'all said you were taking the time to do that. I thought.
Well, I didn't know if it was ever given to me for that.
I have no idea.
I thought that was all taken care of.
All right. So since I have the key, can I use my hasted action to unlock the door?
You can use your hasted action to most certainly try. Make a proficient, advantaged dexterity check.
Proficient, advantage, dexterity. Oh god. Okay. I'm going to just roll a dexterity with advantage, add an additional 4
and
to the...
also add a +5 because grayscale they redeemed it.
Grayscale just threw down a +5. Grayscale.
Yeah, okay. They redeemed it and wanted it to be added to the shenanigans.
Whatever I roll, add 9 to it because I don't have just a flat proficient dexterity. So
yeah, you got expertise of all the dexterity.
Yeah.
No, he's expertise at stealth.
So 31.
Right. So whipping out the infiltrator's key, just this quick nobody sees it, you don't even see it, but you have the will to basically a raking pick and just jam it in and out, and the door comes free. Knock, the door opens right next to you, the other side from the cloud.
All right. I'm going to move inside, grab him, and start flying, basically. And when it comes around to round 7, I'm casting invisibility on Knock.
All right, athletics for you, popping out there. Did you want to invisible him before you flew away or after?
I thought my action was to grab him, or is that a free interact object?
I would call that a free interaction because it's a willing participant.
Yeah, it's not I
invisible him round 6. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you invisible him, hook your arms
Can I grab
around the
feet? Can I get a shoulder?
Okay. Yeah. Hook your talons up into the chains just to get a good firm grip and start taking off. Currently no one the wiser other than the door being open and invisible Nyack pulling away, flying away, hasted as fast as they can. Remind me, one round full dash, you can 240, was it?
Yes.
Okay, so you have three more rounds of that.
It was 180, I thought.
No, it's 240 if I use action dash, hasted action dash, and right?
60, 180.
Oh, 180.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
180. So that puts me, okay, so 60 for the first one plus 180. That makes 240 plus 180 times 3, which is 540. No, not 540. 480.
You get a lot of distance. Is the moral of the story?
I'm 520.
As part of it, one more
20 feet away.
As part of it, one more time, advantage stealth. Also, if for no other reason than the infiltrator's key.
All right. I'm glad there was advantage. 27 for that. And
yeah, you definitely needed advantage.
And as soon as my invisibility drops, I'm going to drop down as low as I can. Still,
You want to do that well before the invisibility drops, because the haste is going to drop just before that, and then you're going to drop.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same time. You were keeping heart
Either way.
basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and
basically,
yeah,
I'm going to drop
fly,
down wherever
float,
we are.
drop, and you have that moment of. And Knock, you look up and you see this pale white owl man in studded leathers, nice travel clothes.
I'm going to immediately cover his mouth before he says anything, and just shh.
You have a reassurance. Yeah, you have a reassurance with that claw over mouth. You see on his hip that damned key. Either he killed your friends and took it, or he's with them.
Just
And you would know that he's probably with us.
I mean, yeah, how likely is it that somebody killed Slayer?
Real.
So how far away from us are they now?
I am
The better part of like 4, or no, because it's
600 feet away.
So about 600 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You do see their silhouettes between y'all and the camp.
Just my silhouette, because Knock is still invisible for another 7
Oh,
rounds.
right. Yeah.
I start moving towards them quietly.
And I'm going to take Knock after my round of...
I'll say your invisibility is just regular invisibility, right?
Yes.
Then it's not 7. It's not 7 more rounds. It's an hour.
Oh, that one's an hour. Okay, yeah. So he's good. After shushing him, I'm going to grab him and taking my round of rest and just try to stealth back. Honestly.
Makes sense.
All right, y'all stealthing back. The rest of the group stealthing forward. As this pandemonium is erupting behind y'all see these guards beginning to spread out, beginning to look around, trying to find any inkling of a trail, any inkling of anything.
And at this point, Valineth is gonna slap Slayer and tell him it's go time and turn him into another eagle. Just go grab him. Just go grab him.
Do it.
And I'll wild shape turn into an eagle and take the rest of the party. Because I know it's a bunch of light people.
That's fair.
Well, and in particular, Akira will want to hang off one of your claws or talons, or at least be in your foot for easy drop, just in case I have to drop and hit someone in the face.
I will gladly be nestled on top of you, or you are a shield from the floor.
Understandable. So
I will.
And Kaylee whispers, "Hey, if you're gonna focus on that one, I'll be another bird so that we can carry more people. Cause fuck." And she just whispers, and she becomes an eagle too, to be able to split the load a little bit better.
Oh, the eagle in this part.
I'm gonna, as I'm like turning into an eagle. Oh no, there's no way we could do that, is there? Damn.
You still have tongues on you.
I do?
How long does that last? 8 hours?
It lasts an hour. Oh wait, that was 2 hours ago. Sorry, no, you don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking maybe Kaylee picks up Nyack.
Are you making noise indicating that you're wanting to talk?
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna try to fly at Nyack and Knock in such a way that like Nyack could potentially fly up and land on my back with Knock.
Yeah, I can. If you do a flyby, I can definitely hook up on you.
Yeah, if anything, just try and just stay low. A little more stealthy.
Yeah, please stay low to the ground.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
All right, so
being
now
a giant bird, I know you only have so much.
I have other plans as well.
It's a flight of giant eagle stealth.
Could Could I try to spot the guard that has the key ring?
I see.
We can unlock him with the infiltrator key. We don't have to
Maybe.
worry about that.
Maybe.
You haven't had time to investigate that yet. But
we need
and I have an intelligence of 8 right now. So
he's in go mode.
Get the hell out of here.
He is in go mode. He does.
You turned your
go
brain
ahead
off
and
again?
no, I got turned into a giant bird.
Yeah, somebody else turned his brain off. Not his fault.
It's
not
but
fully off.
Technically, I'm smarter than I am with my brain off still.
Indeed. Negating the disadvantage of it being late night, like 2 in the morning. Go ahead and get your keen sight on.
Okay.
Maybe I should have had Slayer grab them, and I took off to grab them.
As you fly up and you're 700-800 feet away. They're lit over there, and you're trying to see, but you're not quite sure which one of them has the key.
Okay.
All of them look dangerous with an asterisk. Dangerous for most people.
They're all deadly.
Okay.
You.
Well, then we'll continue with the escape.
Did we meet in the middle before everyone got shifted and changed?
Yeah, meeting like 800 feet away from the camp. Basically, everybody else pushing in on you guys while y'all were having a breather. Y'all starting to move away.
Yeah, we were still a few hundred feet away from you.
Wait, no. If we were meeting in the middle, then we would be 1,000 feet away.
Approximately.
Yeah. So when he gets turned, I'm just gonna throw knock on his back and hop on his back.
Yeah. Exactly.
That works.
But
I'm still keeping knock invisible though.
Right on. For Giant Eagle Prime, go ahead and dexterity check. It's stealth time.
Prime. Is that me?
That is you. You are Eagle Prime.
I was gonna say I don't know which one's Prime. Is Wild Shape take precedence here? Or what?
Yeah, I was like,
the caster.
And we have the Wild Shaped one too. Yeah. So you as well.
Or is it too late to Slayer roll?
Pass around the face still up, right?
No, wait, Val is.
It's concentration. He casts polymorph. It's not up.
Oh, right.
I'm giving a bardic inspiration to Justice.
If anyone ever looked at me and said you are Eagle Prime, that would be my screen name on every piece of social ever.
What'd you roll?
Like, just
all right, and
yes, I am.
Valineth, you might be able to pull this back. Go ahead and throw stealth.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
That's entirely valid.
Thank you.
So I'm rolling stealth now. Is that what it was?
Yes. The Eagle Flight are rolling stealth together.
Fucking, that's not better. It's not better.
So in the heat of the moment.
Let's see here. Where's my button?
Gotta be quicker than that, Grayscale.
Yeah.
Gotta be quicker than that. I'm sorry, bud. I would have used it.
If he wouldn't have rolled so quickly, I would have given you advantage with the help action.
I go quick on the draw.
No, stealth is one of those things that's very difficult to give help on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Even with expertise?
No.
Darn. It's fine.
I wasn't much better.
Yeah, no, the dice have spoken. The dice have spoken. The flight of eagles
not very dexterous.
is the flight of eagles is loudly flapping their wings, freaking like trying to get the fuck out of Dodge.
We're so far away. Maybe they think they just spooked us, and now they'll be worried that we're gonna circle back and fuck with them.
Maybe.
They have no concept of the giant eagles, but they see giant eagles.
Yeah, true. We didn't come in on them or anything. They're just suddenly giant eagles. Why?
Well, giant eagles, and if they see them, giant eagles with passengers on their backs. But
don't they need?
Run away at that point? I'd just be like, no.
But
It is nighttime.
But there we go. So as you take off, you see all 6 of them that you can see like turn and like start heading south. Like they start running like stormtrooper run. They've got crossbows out there. They're looking up, looking around, trying to see what's down there. They hear it, they don't see it. Where are y'all going?
Fuck out of Dodge.
East.
Yeah, probably just heading east.
Northeast.
Northeast. Yeah.
Northeast. So heading up.
Direction in mind.
heading up into the mountains.
The stupid dragon. I'm joking. For the record, Justice.
Green dragons are actually highly intelligent dragons. I mean, it's
hold on, wrong way.
Stupid dragon.
I wasn't calling the dragon itself stupid. I was.
No, I know. I'm playing off of that.
I know.
Priceless.
And as y'all head further up north and east,
towards the Silver Quill Ridge.
Yeah. You end up flying up and over this these guards, though they look up, and I'm gonna see if they see any of the rest of you.
Bird poop time.
I'll drop a pellet.
Search your inner pigeons.
So there's some perceptions around them, but not that good. And so when they look up, now with a flight of 3, everybody can be on the back of an eagle rather than down in the talons.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you.
Sorry, does a 16 hit with bird poop?
Would that be an improvised weapon?
It's a ranged attack. It's dexterity.
Yeah, it's a ranged improvised weapon. As you fly overhead, and you let one go, as it drops out of you, it goes from being bird poop, now being separated from you, becomes Goliath poop.
Excellent.
Excellent. And one of the guards just like right on the,
yes.
like right on the side of their helmet, like they're looking up. It's you don't have the time to like keep watching. No. But there is that moment where you see and you hear, what the fuck? And
then I feel satisfaction in my bird brain.
Yeah, totally.
I had to give an attempt since I came up with the idea. I rolled poor.
It's a runny one. It's a runny one.
It just everyone
leaks down your leg.
Well, like it goes. Yeah. It goes and then just like it too morphs into more like
I'm wild shaped. I'm not polymorphed.
Yeah, no, but it leaves you, and gotcha. when it leaves you and is no longer a part of the magic, it reverts.
Part of the magic.
And you hear the Kaylee bird is laughing in bird. She is laughing in giant eagle and just and does her own to try and add to it, but it
oh my god,
it pops out and then shrinks down to little gnome size and it misses somebody as y'all continue on. Excellent. Flying.
Excellent. Really sold it. Really
you can tell they are there. There's connections being made because as y'all are as y'all are flying away, several of them are running over to the horses. There's this debate, especially Valineth, who can hear just as well as he can in normal form, but even better. Can hear them debating whether or not they're just going to mount up on horses or get everybody on the cart and blah blah blah. You can tell that heading that direction, especially with them being aware of you, they are going to try and pursue.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
we have an hour, really.
Yeah, we got an hour before we have to think of anything.
Yeah, you'll have an hour.
Asher, do you have any more polymorphs available?
Yeah,
I would say Asher and
you can twin spell it right at the end of the hour.
I can.
Yeah.
So you can get as many spell slots as possible. It may be Valineth limits us instead.
What?
Or your 4 hours for wild shape.
I got 4 hours. I can stay bird for a while you guys just cycle the polymorphs for the time being.
But yeah, Asher, Nock, Nyack, Luca, and Akira all in regular form, all flying away.
As soon as we're out of sight is when I'll drop invisibility on Nock.
Bird. Clean getaway.
Nock, you are once again surrounded by friends and birds.
Birds.
Friends and birds.
Pleasure.
Super bird friends.
Pleasure to make you acquaintance, Nyack.
If we're on the ground, if we're on
not on the ground. Y'all are on bird back flying away.
We're still on the run.
Okay. Never mind.
Welcome back.
What I'm
to
saying
the
is that
group,
I'm giving y'all. Yeah, I'm giving y'all some time up in the sky.
Got some time in the sky.
I just if I'll just send a message to Nock saying you're looking good, old man.
Also, after we get out of sight range and I've uninvisibled him, can I try to use the key on the shackles?
Well, when we get there.
All right. Well,
I mean, I have the key.
Yeah.
With me. Might as well try it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you have the key.
Yeah, right
you have the key. You have Nock.
On the back, you have Nock.
I have both. Yeah. So
and as you
persistent, right?
Well, as you're looking over the lock, similarly to another time, another place, another person, this set of shackles does not seem to have a keyhole.
Okay, very well.
I knew it.
Yeah, I remember that very specifically from the last time.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Granted, Valineth wasn't there for that one. Otherwise, he might have said something about it, but.
Wasn't Valineth there?
I think Valineth was there.
He was the one that polymorphed?
Yeah.
I think it was Val that polymorphed.
Maybe he was.
Because you're the one who turned her into a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! I remember that now. That was so long ago. Shade was only around for such a brief amount of time, I forget how long he was actually here.
Then I have one last idea to try to break it open, but
I thought he was there. I turned her into a cat.
Yeah, just as my final thing, since there's no keyhole, can I try to dispel magic on the shackles?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a dispel magic check.
So you can try.
And I'm going to upcast it to 5th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dispel magic check.
So I do need to roll a check. Okay.
You do.
Dispel
magic. These are going to be some powerful fucking shackles if I have any thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I just want to try. So ability check, not attack roll, right?
Correct. It is an ability check, for which you have half proficiency on all of those things. So when it rolls a little bit higher than your normal charisma, don't be alarmed.
So, yeah, add 2 to whatever it is.
Oh no, it will add the 2 for you. I promise.
Oh, it'll add it.
It's amazing.
It should be rolling. Why is it not rolling?
while you're fumbling around with my cuffs and everything, I'm behind me. I'm just kind of like, I look at everybody else and I say, "Did you go find a skilled craftsman to come get me?"
Oh, why? It's not letting me roll, so I'm just going to roll my charisma and remember to...
Yeah, no, roll charisma.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to.
Shit.
I hear you as my bird self, but I can't speak back.
Can I throw my bardic inspiration on this since I haven't done that yet?
You can throw your bardic inspiration on this since you haven't done that.
You can self-inspire? Dope.
No, it's
Luca gave it to me. It's a 14 total,
right.
I think.
Yeah. You charge up and just and it ripples across the shackles. Doesn't break the enchantment or anything, and just it maintains.
Okay.
Maintain.
All right, well, we got 4 hours of flying, you guys. So I'll just send messages. Should we fly the whole 4 hours to try to get away from this? Well, message... Doesn't message comprehend if you have a common language? Is that right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Don't you have to speak per message though? Like message is the one where you have to speak, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Scream!
I mean, you guys don't have to respond either. I can just tell you guys what I think the plan should be.
Kaylee just calls twice. Just.
All right.
Very specifically, twice.
So while I'm sitting there, just kind of shackled, looking at the group, I just kind of say like, I thought you guys were long gone from here.
Oh, we couldn't leave you behind.
We just moved incredibly fast.
Yeah.
We were all the way to Craghammer when I came across this group of people.
Scree.
As much as I would really love for us to keep getting into this, I do have a time frame today, and I was
gonna say, it is now 3 o'clock.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's that time.
It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Yeah, as y'all get out to kind of the edge of the mountains over here, you see a building, a very nice building, this kind of almost stately mansion sort of building. And whereas, again, most of this area is not, things aren't growing, things aren't hospitable. This plot of land, about a mile squared plot of land, is lush, green, growing, very nice long grasses, not mowed over, not like an estate, or not like a well-maintained estate, but it is like naturally growing. There look to be several apple trees, a small orchard. The manor, for lack of a better term, nice, inviting, warmly lit, but we'll see if that tempts you or not next time when we get back into the game. Thank all of you for showing up. Thank you. Always, thank all of our viewers for showing up. Y'all show up for us so hard and so well and so kindly. I cannot express how grateful I am for all of you, viewer and player alike. As always, if you want to hit us up monetarily, there are ways to do that, like patreon.com/onceuponad20, right here on the Twitch. I don't know, you Venmo me, I don't know, it's whatever you want to do, or more importantly, you can Venmo and or add to the help Beardy dodge some shady bank shit. we'll put some stuff up about that, or you can hit up Beardy's TikTok at the.Bearded.DM and find out. GM, right? Sorry, I forgot. My brain melted. Moving on. Point is, help a brother out. We appreciate you a lot. Please remember that kindness is always free, and please, 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 please keep going.
Don't forget to like
Happy Thanksgiving to my Americans.
Check out everyone, or check out the TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, all that jazz.
Check out everyone at the same time.
All out.
And check out Knott's beautiful booty.
Some of us, might be checking you out in return. Ooh.
Everyone knows the lily of the valley, a sunburst of a tolly of roses, sharp thorns. But the prettiest, sweetest of the flowers only grows on the farther shore. Sweet top cherries and blackberries on the bush, bursting with nectar when the peel has been shorn. But the sweetest and most bountiful of orchards only grows on the farther shore. Till you go to the farther shore, that paradise to rest when your old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Wild temptations haunt this earthly coil. Some may resist them, though others can't ignore. But the promises of pure imagination take us all to the farther shore. It must be everything that everyone was promised. It must be all that we could ever want and more. It must be better than the love we leave behind us. They only know on the farther shore. Till I go to the farther shore. This paradise to rest when this old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Hear everybody, come on. Till I go to the farther shore. Till I go, now, yeah. Rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. Let me hear you now. To the farther shore. Show a grin, wake the dead. Till I go to the farther shore. Till I go, now, yeah. Rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. Let me hear to the farther shore. Let me hear your voices, everyone. To the farther shore. Sing it, everyone. To the farther shore. Thank you. you very much, everyone. In memory of a friend.